It must not be a capitalist system, but we don't want to exploit anybody. We don't want to be exploited, and we don't want to exploit anybody.
Ain't nobody going to do it for us. There's nobody outside of yourself, nobody outside of ourselves that's going to do this work for us. We have to put in that real work.
Because the better you are at exploiting people, the more successful you are within capitalism.
We want to say salute to all our political prisoners, our POWs, our elder comrades in exile.
The satisfaction we need as a people only comes through liberation and independence.
Because we're not just building for self, we're building for the family, because the family is broken. We're building for the community is broken. The nation is broken. The race is under attack. We're in a state of emergency.
You're tuned in to the New African Broadcast Association, where we inform, educate, and elevate. Free the land. Never.
Got conversations about life, got conversations about death, got conversations about building a nation, about gaining knowledge of self. Not here to deceive ya, we'll make you a believer. Come build a nation with conversation, with prophecy and Atiba. Conversations between comrades.
And we are live right here at Conversations Between Comrades. You know the show where comrades get together and we converse. I am your host, Brother Prophecy, and always I got with me my comrade, the one and only, the local celebrity, one that everybody loves, and we're gonna give him some positive energy today because a lot of shit going on, man. You know, there's a lot of drama always happening, but he coming with you with a heavy heart. Let's give it up to our comrade Atiba. How you doing, brother?
Oh no,
can you hear me?
Just go to the whirlwind. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I know, man. I know. And we're gonna get into a lot of things. Like we had a topic that we wanted to talk about specifically, but we just I decided let's just go with an open conversation, not necessarily one thing in particular, because it got so much kind of going on right now. And to everybody out there listening, make sure y'all uplift our comrades, because sometimes we go through difficult times, and as we talked about comrades, what a comrade is before. Comrades is somebody you really depend on when you going through the storm, So, and it's one of them times that our comrade need us. So everybody out there, give our comrade some likes, man. Give her some positive energy, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna make it through this thing. But you recently, like real recently, suffered loss of a close family member. Do you even, want to even tell the family tell the comrades who you lost?
Yeah, I can speak on, it ain't like I'll never forget my little nephew, right? My little nephew, I think he had been like 2 years old when I left the streets, right? But he came to see me a few times, down. So I got a chance to watch him grow. And this my little dude, man. When I say this my little dude, this my little dude, man. He was just taken too soon. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of us out there, we look at the streets. The streets is the streets. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is in the streets, right? You got something buffing, comrade. Is a picture of something up there? Is it buffing or is it? Anyway.
You kind of going in and out a little bit.
Okay. Let me know, because I can move this thing around and try to find a spot.
You might want to do a little bit.
Messed up my little setup. I'm still freezing up.
I think that might be a little better.
Yeah, okay. So if y'all can see it, that's my little nephew, ATM Stank, right? Man, when I say he got a heart of gold, the little guy got a heart of gold, man. and he a fighter. You know, he's strong, right? Uh, I watched the man kill my nephew.
Damn.
I watched
So
a little young brother take him out. I mean, I saw the
so
video because yeah. So I mean,
So for everybody out there who just joining us, I see everybody checking in. A big shouts out to Future Gaming King. Who are there, brother? How you doing, brother? Uh, Future Gaming King, what's up? I don't know exactly who you are. You say you ain't seen me in a while, but hey, good. I'm glad you checking in. But for everybody who don't know, our comrade Atiba comes to us with a heavy heart today because he lost his nephew, another young brother whose life was cut short really too fast because we basically been colonized. He got caught up into the trap, basically. You know, tragic situation. And as you just heard the comrade speak on it, he said that, unfortunately, he actually saw film, a video of his brother, of his nephew being murdered. And I know that got to be kind of traumatizing, comrade.
yeah, man. Man, I'm around. I'm in the prison, and I'm around guys that man, they got body count.
Mm-hmm.
I done heard all the war stories. I grew up in the streets. I seen death face to face and all that. Man, when you hit someone you love, man. I done lost guys that I got love for, right? I done seen them get killed. Um, it should hit different, man, when it's somebody young that you kind of was like, I'm not just an uncle to him, I'm kind of like the dad to him. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I watched him, I watched him grow up from prison. I watched him try to hustle and make things work, because I mean, families still need the things they need, and young, most young males they gonna take to the street. When I was growing up, most of us young males, when we see our mothers struggling, that will lead us to the streets, especially when we got siblings and stuff like that. That'll lead us to the streets. It'll make us want to try to make things better. Because we can look when we step outside our house, we can see the guys that's so-called making it or doing something to bring some dollars in. So some of us might try to work, but some of us gonna be like, man, look, I don't mind working, but at the same time, man, this here gonna bring a dollar in a little quicker, boy. I put some food on the table today. And we get caught up in that trap like that because when that money start coming in daily like that, and you see it, and more money than you would get working in uh some job or something. You young and you ain't conscious and you ain't politically aware of what's happening, what kind of trap been laid for you. You gonna dive over there and try to live the life, And so now, with me changing my life around after 20 years or whatever, this shit knock on the door closer than ever. I mean, I done lost loved ones, but I haven't lost no loved ones that were close to me through violence like this.
Yeah.
And it's eating me up. Right? I mean, I thought, okay. Saturday is when he went on and passed, but he got shot like Tuesday. So he had been fighting. He got shot 8 times up close. And you know, everything in my body wanted him to come on. And the fight was just a little too strong for my nephew. You know what I'm saying? And so it just, it hurts, comrade. It hurts. I'm sad. I'm hurt, I'm mad, I'm angry, you know, uh, I'm struggling within. Like I want to let the old me back out. I came so
Mm-hmm.
far away from the old me, but man, the old me seemed like you know what to do. When the new me like mine, just just feel his pain, you know, just and I know won't nothing I do bring him back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how to talk right now, comrade. I mean, and then I got other shit going on personally that's tearing me apart, and I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm kind of going, comrade, right now.
I know, man. It's a
You know?
it's a hardcore moment for you. I can see it. I can feel it in your words and stuff like that. But just want you to know, you ain't going through this shit by yourself, comrade. I mean, you got an army, you know what I'm saying? It might be a small army, you know, but we all riding with you. And like I can say right now, you know what I'm saying, you know, we love you and we here with you, comrade. Make sure y'all, man, give our comrade some love, man. Throw them hearts up for our comrade, you know. This is time for need, you know. Every week he provide us with all these enlightening, educational, and entertaining moments, you know, that fills us full of joy. So right now, you know, we really wanna raise our comrade up. Another tragic situation, family member, it hit home. And the thing about it, comrade, like first time I really experienced something like that, I was in high school. A close friend of mine, you know, got murdered, and he was, you know, kind of a similar situation. He was like in intensive care for about a week. You know, we got all these hopes, and we hoping that he pulled through. And then, you know, I went to school one day, and I saw like one of the closest friends just like in the middle of the street, just on the ground crying, and I was like, oh shit, you know, and it was just like devastating, comrade. Like you don't even know, you got all these emotions and you don't even know what to do with them. You know what I'm saying? You know what to do, you know what you want to do with them, but it's like it's confusing. You pissed, you mad, you hurt, you sad, you all of these things coming at you all at once. You know what I'm saying, comrade? But I know one thing that even in, you know, that particular time when my consciousness was low, one thing that I really thought about and put things in perspective, I was like, man, this hurt is almost unbearable. But then I thought about it. Every night, several people are going through the same shit.
Yeah.
Tonight, some more people gonna go through this same shit. Some more mamas, some more daddies, some more brothers and shit like that. Some more sisters. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Ah, dog it.
You
I need to get some.
know, you
Hold on, I'm
know,
grabbing.
all right.
I'll be right back.
Well, that kind of put me on the spot. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I look on Facebook, look at my family every day, right? You know, it's hurting them, it's tearing them apart. I think that's the most painful part of it is seeing your loved ones going through it. So I look on there
Yeah,
today. Yeah, I was just saying that I look on Facebook every day and see my loved ones, you know, they going through it, man. You know, it's tearing them apart, so it hurts me a little more, right?
yeah.
You feel a little more, a lot more, because you know you want to comfort your loved ones, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I look on there today. How about they saying, man, they just suffered another loss. You know, I've been gone, so they got people around them that or that they know that they done made bonds and connection with and consider family probably is family. So
Mm-hmm.
my sisters, they got another person on there saying like, damn, if I wasn't hurt already, now here it is, another picture, another young brother slaughtered. Well, I don't know if he got. I don't know how it. I hadn't even bothered to call and ask. But
Yeah.
but they're like, damn man, you gone too now. You know, so they just suffered another back to back one. it's so much violence out there in the street, man. It's like people ain't got no heart nowadays, man. This shit is. I look on Memphis News, right, on Facebook.
Mhm.
You know, Memphis News is hard to look at. It's hard to look at because I mean it is extreme violence, extreme mayhem, total chaos going on out there, right?
Mhm.
So I'm checking out Memphis News. I never knew that it was this many children missing. Memphis
Yeah.
News is full of children missing. When I say
Mhm.
children, I mean like 12-year-old, 10-year-old, 9-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old. You know what popped up in my head, comrade?
What was that?
The the organs trans uh 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 the black market where they selling them
Selling
organs and
organs.
shit.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
particularly they selling okay, scientifically proven. Black genes are a dominant gene, right?
Mhm.
That means your organs are stronger too. So when you got a rich ruling class of people out here who need organs and they need stronger organs because they trying to live and they got the money, they got the resources, they got the doctors and the perfect hospitals for themselves set up. And all they need is the organs, the body.
Yep. And what's crazy about that, comrade? And I see
It make me think about like, damn, is somebody trafficking these children like this? You know, is this what's really going on? And I know it is going on. It ain't no question. I know it's going on. I know it's going on. So you know, I'm like,
yeah,
and it ain't no value in
like Andrea Jackson, Peace Queen, glad you are checking in to the show. She said, unfortunately, that's in Dallas as well. And I'm pretty
I
sure
got
you can go
children in
to
Dallas.
like every major city, especially when there's a high population of black and brown people, you'll see a lot of missing children. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's something because we're in communities that are most vulnerable because we don't have control over the resources in institutions that govern our lives. Then any kind of negative thing that come on in the country gonna affect us the most, and it's gonna affect us the worst. And because ain't nobody gonna say shit about it. And this is a problem that has been happening nationwide for a minute. I've been hearing about children being missing for a minute because I mean, when our children go missing, you don't, they really don't give a fuck. And this is something I experienced personally when I had, the issue I got going on, with my family and shit like that. Well, it was a time my son was missing. And it's like literally I'm reaching out to the authorities to try to get some help with it because it could have been a potentially serious, well, it was a serious situation. And it was like really they didn't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It got like I'm up here arguing about to a damn police officer, about the severity of this case, and he telling me it's probably all right, it's okay. And I'm like, hold on, bro. Did you realize what I just told you? Did you realize the facts that I just stated? Um, so yeah, it's like that's it all goes back to really our purpose of doing the show, even though this is tragic, especially when it comes knocking at our door, but it ain't like it's something we don't know about. It ain't like it's something that we don't talk about every week. It really just hurts. The hurt is amplified when it happened to you. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same situation. We ain't in control of our land, of our institution, our educational systems. None of the things that allow us to control our lives, allow us to become the human beings that we want to become. See, people think that our community is just the manifestation of us not knowing how to act and don't understand the forces and social conditions that created it. You know what I'm saying? What happened to your nephew is the manifestation of this damn system and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no accident. Shit is set up like this. It ain't no accident. It's by design and shit like that. So it's like,
yesterday.
What'd you say now?
I said the same thing yesterday, comrade, about in the class I be holding on Wednesdays. I was telling the guys, I said, listen, man, I can be mad at the guys that pulled the trigger on my family. But if I really want to stop and continue to be who I am, I gotta be mad at the system that create the situations like this. This ain't something that's happenstance. This is something that's planned. It's designed like that. So if you want to stop it, then you stop the system. You don't, the individuals, they just playing a role that the system had already set up for them to fall into a trap. I fell into a trap. I'm right here sitting here because I fell into a similar trap. So I have to understand that, and it still hurts. I guess it hurts, and I have to, hold back tears and and still keep struggling on. Be honest, comrade, I didn't know if I could even show my face on the show. I'm hurt on many levels, and I'm trying to push through it, right? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I feel you. I feel you. I mean, it's just one of them things. I mean, this system is a beast, and the many manifestations of it is devastating for the people. And it just, it's like, it's almost like it's always just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? That eventually this shit gonna hit you one way or the other, because we get attacked on so many different fronts by this system, so it affects us, But I'm gonna go to some of the comments. This might, I don't know if this will make you feel better, but actually I saw Hamisha Jr. on the show. So
my
son was on the show. So what?
I don't know if he know. I don't know if he know. I don't think he know me, but your father, the one who changed my life. That's Hamisha. You said Hamisha Jr.? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Hamisha Senior is the one who. I mean, he gave me everything. He gave me. I can honestly say he gave me life when I felt like I didn't know which way to go and no way to turn. He did it for me. So big up to your pops, man.
Did that. And good to hear from you again, man. Cause that was the guy I was talking about earlier, future gaming king. That's our little nephew right there. Pretty sure he our big nephew now,
Yep. All right. Oh, that's who that is?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Right. Well, send me. Well, I will say send me a friend request. I took my Facebook page down. Sister Melly Queen, she says, she was telling me about her niece got shot this weekend too, man. You see all the crazy violence. Somebody shot her on the damn expressway, man.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I mean, it's like, I mean, I don't want to sound cliche-ish and be like it's positive and negative and all things and shit like that, but it's like we really got to take all of this hurt and pain and really channel it toward destroying this goddamn system. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is destroying us. Because really, man, it's just a manifestation of war. It's just part of a fucking war and shit right now. And right now, the damn, you know what I'm saying, the war just knocking on our doorsteps. And we suffering some casualties on this shit. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta strike back and I guess understand who the real enemies are and shit like that. Cause like it's easy to look at the motherfuckers who squeeze the trigger and shit like that. And I don't absorb none of them motherfuckers. But trust me, it's been times, I ain't gonna get into that shit. I ain't gonna get into that. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to this comment. Andrea said, I'm sorry for your loss. I know this all too well. I lost many loved ones to the streets. It's hard. Peace upon you. You know what I'm saying? The same story. You know, we all got our hardships and our loss to this colonial system of oppression and colonized mindsets. I'm so terribly sorry.
We all in the same boat, you know. Go
Say
ahead.
what, Comrade?
You were reading, I didn't catch what you were saying.
No, what you were saying?
I was saying I know we all in this same boat, you know. It's always set up like that in the system where the poor people, they'll practically eat each other up. You know, they would destroy each other because you know, for lack of having anything to make their conditions right, the first ones that they'll turn on is those that's close to them, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
And so we got to understand it enough to make things different for our people. I don't, you know, I don't know, man. I'm lost for words, brother. You know.
No, I mean, no, but you absolutely correct, because I mean, it's just like oppressed people turn on each other. That ain't even nothing, you know, nothing heavy, nothing deep about that. It's something people been knowing for a very long time. Oppressed people turn on each other. And it is nothing unique to us, to black, brown people. It is just oppressed people turn on each other because there is a hidden hand that is oppressing them. This so strong, or it appears to be so strong, that we can't get to it. We can't lash out and fight and strike a blow to what we want to strike a blow to. We don't even know what it is that we want to strike a blow to. But we got all of this oppression, all of this trauma. I mean, because I know I talked in the show. I don't know if it was this show or another show, but we talked about this thing called epigenetics. Epigenetic, that means that basically, in a nutshell, trauma can affect us on a cellular level, and it can be passed down from generation to generation to generation. So if you have suffered for over 400 years of trauma and we still being traumatized, you know what I'm saying? Comrade, I'm just letting you know, this shit traumatized you. You know what I'm saying? On top of all other kind of trauma that you've been dealt with, and the trauma that we don't all inherited from just being in this damn system. But
you know, I seen a post one day. I think I turned around and posted it. But I think the post fit a person on a personal level, but at the same time the post might be a little reactionary when you think about it. But it says something like, if you walk the shoes that I walk, it would have broken you by now. Basically saying that I know I'm being strong. But I think it's kind of reactionary because all of us can walk a certain walk, and that would have broke many. You know, your walk might have broke me. My walk might break you. You know, but it's you know, it's, I don't know, comrade. We got to fix this shit, man. We got to make a difference out of this, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know, when I look at posts like that, you know, it is somewhat reactionary, but I always look at it in terms of that's just the individual trying to cope with some stuff, trying to deal with shit.
That's a positive way to see it. That's a positive way, most definitely a positive way to pull it, you know.
Yeah. I mean, because that's the thing about it is, like, you know, you can't nobody really tell you how to mourn. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of people say, oh, it's gonna be all right, it's gonna be strong and stuff like that. You know, I couldn't tell you, you know, what way to do it, because everybody is different. Everybody, you know, I can tell you some shit that will fuck you up right now. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I say this shit. I can't get into too much depth to it. 2019, my mama died. Less than a month, something else happened. It was real tragic in my life. It flipped my life upside down. To this day, I really have not mourned my mama. There are days that I wake up and I forget that my mama is dead because I haven't mourned for her. The shit that go on with my dad, with my mom, is locked inside of me, and I can't get it out because this other tragedy is just consumed my life and shit like that since that time, don't took precedent over everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, I ain't told many people this, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I can't really tell the full story because it involves other people, and I can't really just be putting other people's stuff out there. But like literally, it be times I forget my mama dead, and then something will remind me. I'm like, oh shit, mama dead. And it's like I look at my sister, and you know, she's just boohoo crying and all this kind of stuff, and I'm jealous of that shit. I'm like literally jealous of that shit because it's like it's locked inside of me, and this shit can't get out because it's locked so deep inside of me because I ain't been able to focus on nothing else but this other pressing issue that's like so major, and this shit still pressing like right now and shit like that. So I mean, I say that. What's up, Comrade?
When you finish, I want to put Key Wayne X on here and let you hear his story.
Yeah, I got you. You know, and I say that not to say my story any worse or whatever, or comparing it to anything. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got, you know, things to be dealing with and all that type of thing. But you know, it's like one of the things that we here for is to put things in its proper perspective. You know, and understand that our struggle is a righteous struggle. The things that we're doing here is a righteous struggle. We struggling against some shit that is got a whole lot of people hurt. A whole lot of people. You know, it ain't just you, it ain't just me, it ain't just, you know, our audience. Is a whole lot of people who are hurting, and they're hurting every day, and shit is constantly happening. And we got to collectively get together. And we got to collectively work together so we can really change these conditions, change these concrete conditions so we can have lives that we're worthy of having. We can reach our highest level of human potential, you know, instead of having all of these examples of young brothers with so much potential they never saw it realized. I never even had the opportunity to see it realized.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm feeling you. You said Key Wayne X want to share his story.
Yeah. Yeah. I want the brother to share his. I mean, I got a piece, but I know his was kind of stronger because of the connection. About my son or my mother inside the prison. Oh yeah, I told him that before. Oh yeah. Yeah, about when my mother passed away and how the people, the intake played me. They ain't even give me a good warning. They just threw it out there. I couldn't save her. I couldn't give her a kidney because I'm not a federal inmate. So they said that I'm a property of Tennessee Department of Correction. So I couldn't give her a kidney. Right? The system played me all the way around the board. It's just what I was pointing at is, you know, losing loved ones, especially someone close. Man, when you lose them, when you behind these walls, that's a hurt. That's when you can't. Hey man, it's this crazy shit that's going on in this prison still gonna go on. These officers, they don't give a damn about you losing your loved ones. They still gonna nitpick, especially when you got these racist clowns out here. Like I'm telling you, the reason why my little setup messed up now, because a racist pig come in here and just find something to fuck with yesterday, right? Just out of the fact that he probably cleaned some prayer rugs or some uh, crowns or whatever, or seen some black conscious books and or something. And the cell is spick and span. We got the cleanest cell in the park. Ain't nobody cell cleaner than all. I got OCD, so I'm on everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm on it. I'm down there like they showed you in the military with the toothbrush and in the cracks of the walls and shit. You know? Yeah. But the thing is that, you know, and you going through this loss, and it ain't for me to be like telling the police, hey man, I lost my family. I ain't that kind of guy. Man, I'm gonna tell your ass shit. You know, fuck you. You know, because I know you don't give a damn anyway. So fuck you. But you know, I'm just trying to, you know, stay out their way as best as possible. But when I say stay out their way, comrade, I stay in my cell. That's how much I try to stay out their way. But they will come in this ain't good enough. They gotta make sure your ass is uncomfortable at all times. Like as if you comfortable living in a fucking toilet. But so yeah, man. But yeah, I lost my dad in here, you know. Me and my dad was tight, right? And he lost the battle with cancer. Like I said, comrade, I know we love our loved ones, and loss is loss. It ain't no this type of loss or that type of loss.
Yeah.
But actually, to me, it is. I mean, that violence in the street, that's a different type of loss to me. If you fighting a health disease, something like that, some kind of health problem, I can understand this here struggle. I I,
Yeah.
I think I'm used to it. I don't know. Maybe been exposed to it too early. But when you lose that loved one to some chaos, man,
They robbed my brother and they got all the money in the jewelry and they still killed him.
yeah.
They still got everything that they wanted and they still killed him. But before he died, he knew they was going to shoot him. He had a camera in the house. And he walked over to the house and clicked the switch so the cameras can cut off. And the cameras came on and showed them killing him.
Wow.
It's this type of madness, man. You know, it's this type of madness. I mean, what them shots at when we need them shots in the right direction? You
I
know what I'm
know.
saying?
I mean that.
They got hearts, goddamn man, just pumping motherfucking iron or something when it come down to each other. Man, you ain't got a shot, man, when it come down to these motherfucking devils. Dudes shrink all of a sudden, and I don't know, man. I don't know,
I mean
man.
that's gotta be our focus, man. To redirect that energy, redirect that mindset, from like really like we talked about, you know, in class, changing the mindset from a criminalistic mindset to a revolutionary mindset. Because really, you know, we need that energy, that ain't scared to shoot energy when motherfuckers like Dylan Roof come and shoot up a goddamn black church, killing motherfuckers while they praying to they crack of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? We need that damn energy when these goddamn fucked up ass police coming up there brutalizing our communities. We need goddamn politicians preying on our fucking, you know, community. We need that type of energy then. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, comrade, we gotta teach these motherfuckers to turn the gun in the right direction.
You know, well, I'm finna put my silly business out there, but I'm pretty sure he'll can better tell a story. But right, hey, Key Wayne,
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to. I think you be better saying your own story about this lawyer and shit, right?
Ooh.
He's supposed to be on his way out the door, right? Actually, supposed to went to court today. All right, so he filed a motion because they didn't made a new law around this school zone and stuff, and so he fit the criteria. Long story short, but this lawyer that he had during the beginning of the case, am I right?
Yeah.
Fucked him over, right? So now he filed this motion years later after the law done changed. How about they didn't assign the same lawyer that fucked him over in the beginning on this case, put him on the case this time again, right? So obviously we wouldn't think nothing of it because it's like just a simple thing that, you know, law done changed, bam, he fit the criteria, file a motion, get up in there. Because at first he was saying, man, I'm gonna get a lawyer. I said, no, you got to get no lawyer, man. You can go up in there and file your own motion. You don't have to get an attorney to file a motion for you. You can do it pro se. So he do it and they answer to it, bam, and set him a court date, which was for today. But before that, they gave him an attorney. The same punk motherfucker that they put on the case from the beginning, they put him on there. How about he turn around and fuck him over again? Don't sign a court order for him to be transferred down to the court. But now it's a couple guys that got the same situation at this prison, going to the same courtroom, well, the same courthouse. And they came and got them what? They came and got wives, what about Monday night or Tuesday night? Tuesday night to go to court. But they didn't come get him. That sounds suspect as a motherfucker.
Detroit, when it came back, he was down there 3 weeks, and they took 7 years off his sentence. So everybody getting their relief, but he forget to sign my transfer order and don't answer the phone for my people Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, or today.
So now the brother jacked up through the holidays and whatnot for show, because you know how the courtrooms play their games about that. I don't know, man. When you made the statement about, man, shit, some of these old crooked ass politicians that's preying on the people, you know, I look at the courtroom as the same thing, because you know you vote the judge and you vote the DAs in, and you may not have to vote the attorneys in, but the attorneys working for these folks doing the same thing. They cutting deals with each other. You know,
couldn't deal with Comrade.
Yeah. And they foul as they can be. You know, everybody know that a lawyer ain't nothing but a liar. You know.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Man, Comrade, like some years ago, like when my daddy passed, my dad he had brain surgery, right? Actually he had 3 of them. You know, pulled through all 3 of them. But the last one, it was in a real sensitive spot, and he was, after the surgery, he was paralyzed on one side of his body. So, you know, he like real excited about going to therapy, because my dad was just like, he was Superman to me. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, you know, trying to fight and just, you know, get back right, because it was like, well, they're gonna set him up with some physical therapy. Before he ever had an opportunity to go physical therapy, they moved him from one floor to the next, because he had, you know, he couldn't talk, and he seemed like he was trying to say something, tell us something, but he couldn't really communicate. When they took him from one floor now to another floor, the nurses called us in and said, "Hey, I need y'all to witness this, so y'all will know we're not the ones that's responsible for what happened." They rolled him over, and he had bed sores all up his back and his backside. It was all the way down to his bone. Basically because the nurses weren't turning him, weren't moving him. Anytime somebody is immobile in the hospital, you got to turn them so they won't get bed sores, because they're laying down in the same spot, you know, irritate their skin, and it create sores, and they get infected. My daddy never had the opportunity to even go to therapy. He never got that. The sores got infected, and just, you know, and eventually when the insurance ran out, they were just like saying, okay, well, I think, you know, we've done too much. We've done all we can do for them. We're trying to pull the plug. And I mean, like, literally, you know, we had a lawsuit. We got a lawsuit, and we had a great lawsuit. You know, lawyer talking all this big shit. And then when it come down to the time when we talking and stuff like that, he be like, well, I think you need to go and take that. Just take that. You know what I'm saying? Almost, it felt like he had a deal with the hospital, you know, but I can't confirm that or deny, so I don't know. But it's just what it felt like. But, you know, so we got a little bit some, but then all of a sudden, insurance came, hospital came, all kinds. Like, everybody had their hands out and they grabbed their little money. It's like everybody got paid except us. By the time it was left, we had less than a third, less than a fraction of what he actually was rewarded for his pain. And we just like saying, well, mama, you know, just take that and just try to, you know, live your life out happy as you can with the little bit you got left. And I say that to say, you know what I'm saying, it's a dirty system all the way around. That's just the result of living in a capitalist system. You know what I'm saying? We understand that. I mean, it's more than just some shit we talk about every week. You know, it's real. You know, the shit that we talk about is real, and it affects people's lives and shit like that. You know, it hurts, and people go through hardship and trauma, and it should not be like that. And I always say, you know, every week, we just can do better than this. We got to do better than this. This shit ain't humane. This system ain't fucking humane. This ain't some shit that's gonna allow us to elevate and grow to our highest level of human potential. It ain't designed to do that shit. That shit designed to benefit a few motherfuckers, and they don't give a fuck about what happened to the rest of us. And we just fall in as casualties on the side and shit like that, you know. So man, it's like really, you know, when you get hit, you gotta get up. You gotta take time to recover. That's just the reality and shit like that. I can say some kumbaya, yeah, we finna get up and fight, but the reality is when you get hit, you got to recover. You gotta take that recovery time. But when you recover that shit, you know, we gotta use all our hurt, all our pain, all our struggle and shit like that, and focus that shit on the liberation of our people and this total annihilation and destruction of this motherfucking system, this design to fuck us over so you can have a handful of folks who can be living in heaven while they're giving us hell right here on earth. I guess that's my religious spiel for today. That's about as religious I can get right now.
No.
But yeah, man.
Sometimes I think that, you know, the people need to know we say we need to fight the system. We say we gotta fight these situations, you know. But in a collective manner, we need to channel a fight or direct a fight towards something more specific for us now. And I'm just thinking, tactically thinking, because I think a lot of us is losing our fight. And it's probably because we ain't got a chance to use the fight, to get in the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, we can point to the problem, but when do the fight begin? You know, people talk like that, right? And I know,
yeah,
as somebody that thinks strategically in far as wars are concerned, you have to give people something to fight.
Yeah.
Or else the morale of the people will just dwindle down into something else. You know, well, I think the reason why you got so many damn armchair revolutionary type of people out here. You know, when I was telling you about, I said, damn, it's funny how people call themselves comrades with each other, but they don't even reach out. They can't even get them and get it right. And the Christians can outdo your ass. The Christians will knock on your door and say, hey, Sister Gal, how you doing? Uh, you remember me from the congregation? I heard you was ill, so I'm gonna come in and help you out if you allow me. You know, they would do that. But the comrade is supposed to be at a higher level, you know. And I think a lot of us will end up sitting around just giving a lot of lip service on shit and not actually putting our motherfucking efforts into liberating the people, or at least getting out there with the masses, you know. I had to catch myself, right, because I never want to fall into that situation. A lot of times, like I tell you, I stay in the cell a lot, but I do have my time when I get out here amongst people. I have to. I just choose not to stay out there with them so damn long because I get caught up in their own stuff. But I try to get in as much as I can and pull what I can out of it, right? Pull who I can out of it is possible. You know, only situation that's hard for me to deal with right now with the brothers behind these walls, particularly, and I'm saying that because we can talk to each other on the phone, but it's more and more intimate when we able to talk to each other in the flesh, right, and get with each other in the flesh and be there for each other, right. So, and here the hardest battle is the distractions that they done created within these walls. You know, the drug epidemic for one. A lot of people really resort to them drugs behind a wall because the living the truth of this reality. A lot of people can't bear this shit, you know. Uh, I don't have to describe all the shit, but I mean, it's a lot of shit that go on behind these walls that I can understand. I mean, I see how it is easy for those who ain't strong enough to fall into some type of despair and do some crazy stuff. I mean, it actually take you to be real strong in here, right? Uh, so I try to get out there with brothers if I can. I mean, one thing I learned about dealing with people on drugs, man, you can try to get them off, but if they ain't really trying to get their stuff off, they don't do them start lying to you. and start deceiving you, and you'll fuck around and it's like, man, they'll pull you right on down in the mud with them, you know. You're gonna hurt yourself if nothing else because the love that you have for these people, they that ain't what they feeling. They feeling that high. So your love ain't gonna let them to be wasted. No matter how strong your love is for these people, you know, it's wasted.
Yeah.
It's wasted and it's destroyed. Um, I hate that, man. You know, I hate because I didn't have firsthand experience on shit like that, man, with loved ones, with partners. And then, you know, I would hate to admit it, but I think I was on drugs. I know I was because I did cocaine. I snorted cocaine back. That's how I ended up in this situation I got in. So, and that was the source of drugs back then. But now this shit done heightened the shit, man. Oh, God damn, some of this stuff I ain't even seen before that they talk about. And so I'm like, you know,
hey, comrade. Hamisha just jumped in on again. I don't know if he was on when you know you were speaking to her. But I know he said say not in grief that there are no longer, but live in gratitude that they were. Speaking back to the part of hearing you guys talk about the passing of y'all family members. So yeah, that's pretty insightful, you know. But yeah, I know you was telling our young comrade, our young soldier, about, you know, how much his father meant to us and how he helped elevate us and change our lives and stuff like that. There's
yeah. I got some of your daddy's working here right now. I got his ABC. I got I supposed to be sending it to you. You already got it.
I actually do not. Nope, I don't. Cause you know what? He was actually supposed to get it to me, but he never did.
I got some extra copies. Comrade, I ain't gonna lie. I've been passing his work out. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna make sure he live on. I'm gonna make sure everybody hear about it. If nothing else, they're gonna hear about him and have his work around, spread around. But this is right here, right?
Yeah, we might need to get that published or something, you know.
It's copyrighted from 1986.
Yeah.
21 years after the death of Malcolm, right? Then I got another the Comrades, y'all sent me this one though. How I became a new African.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I hope this take, you know, you see I had it right at hands reach, right? Man, I wish he was here. I'm gonna tell you something. Thing about General Hamish, man, it's like he had an answer to all the problems. I don't care what we were going through, man. He knew how to help you deal with that shit.
Yep.
I done went through some shit while his time was here, and I'm sorry, he walked me through it, so it made me strong. I was like, damn, I need to know what you know, cause I know one day I might not have you around me. I need to know some of this here. And I mean, hey, that's how I was able to pick up them books so strong, you know, and really dive in. And then I had that time to do so because they're solitary confinement. They gave me my book, and that's what did it for me. You know, I mean, I always read. I made it my business to like take 4 hours a day out of my life, 4 hours a day to read. You know, but when I went on that solitary confinement, I mean, shit. And then part of it, I didn't have no distraction like a TV or something. And shit, I might read like out of 24 hours a day, I might get damn near 18 hours of that in. Well, I ain't gonna say 18 hours because I have to sleep part of it, but I normally sleep 8 hours, right? So out of 16 hours left, I'm probably at 10 hours for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm changing the energy just a little bit, man.
Please, comrade, because I need it.
Yeah, no, because it's a story. It was something I was thinking about, but I don't forgot what but it is something else. So, man, I heard you remember like back when they was pushing the vaccine real heavy, right?
Right.
They was like starting to fire people for not taking it. They did a lot of that shit in New York. You know, a lot of people in New York, especially like firemen and nurses and all that, got fired. Well, I didn't even know, but like I think like a week or two ago, they just ruled against that shit. You know, and they said that they have to rehire everybody who lost their job because they didn't take the vaccine, and they got to pay them with back pay and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
So
I
what?
know.
Okay. So what? That's like for government jobs or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Specific jobs?
Everybody who was forced out when this happened in New York, everybody that was forced out of their job because of they didn't want to take the vaccine and shit like that.
So I guess
So it's
they'll
like
hire them and then find another way to fire them, huh?
so what now?
I said they're gonna hire them and find another way to fire them.
But they gotta pay they gotta pay them back. And what really I was thinking about Kyrie Irving, right? Last year he said he basically was suspended damn near the whole year without pay because he wouldn't take the vaccine. And now they really coming for him because well, he didn't even say shit, but he made that post about that movie that was talking about, from Hebrews to Negroes, was talking about, the black people, the original Jews and all that type of shit. And they
Right.
really trying to come for his ass on that type of shit. But technically, according to that ruling, they supposed to pay him back too,
Mm. Okay.
I mean, young Hamisha said, I would love to have a copy of that. And I'm happy to hear he has touched a lot of people's lives. Comrade, young
Right.
Hamisha, you do not know how many brothers and sisters your daddy touched. Like literally, if you come to Ida B. Wells of Memphis, anybody
Yeah.
who owns some revolutionary shit, some powerful shit, some real shit, your
Say that,
daddy
John.
had something.
Yep. And yep.
Man, hey,
And all
comrade, man,
throughout
I
the
know.
Tennessee prisons.
So what now?
I'm saying all throughout the Tennessee prisons, right? Because he
Yep.
did. Something, the story about John Hamish. I don't know if I told that story to y'all, but you know how he ended up getting out of prison, right?
How's it?
He was organizing so hard behind these walls, the warden called him up to the damn his office at about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, told him you need to get out. I'd rather for you to die on the street, and kicked him out of prison. His time went up. He
Damn.
had 100 years. He had 100 years. He was organizing so hard, these folks, get your motherfucking ass out of here. That's the coldest thing ever. I tell myself about it like, man, John Hamisha had to be the coldest motherfucker walking. I said, this is for real. They literally kicked it out of 20 years. They finally decided to go and just get this motherfucker out. He won't die. We can't kill him because he fighting back in here. John Hamisha used to
Yo.
tell me some of the stories how the officers he he was so at their ass because they were fucking with him, so he fighting back. He said the officer come around and try to touch the door or some shit, his iron. He done hooked up the electricity to from the wires in the to the doorknob.
Yo.
Shocked the shit. I just the wall on. Yeah, you giving them hell, comrade. Get their ass hell.
Man.
Look, he was cutting up, and I met so many brothers, older brothers now, they in their 60s and 70s and stuff. So many behind the walls that say, yep, General Hamisha, the one who had everything set. Basically they were stamping everything that General Hamisha had said, which I believed it anyway. It wasn't no doubt in my mind. I don't see no need for him to tell me no false ass war story, nothing. Shit. But anyway, I knew of General Hamisha before I met General Hamisha. I knew of him before I seen him. Because the brothers who raised my consciousness, General Hamisha taught them.
Yeah.
And when he taught them, I'm about they were coming at me with some strong shit. You know, I'm like, damn, okay, let me check these out. So I already was prepared to meet him, I guess. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss that brother. I miss that brother for real.
Yeah, I know. And
That
you
man do.
want to read that comment that Lil Hamisha just wrote?
All right. He said, I didn't believe. He said, LOL, I didn't believe when he told me he got kicked out of prison until he showed us his paperwork that showed he was sentenced to 100 years. Yep. He was sentenced to 100 years and they kicked him out of prison. I said, man, he the coldest motherfucker walking. Ain't nobody, I ain't heard nobody got kicked out of prison. Man,
Man.
kicked him. Called him up in the warden's office, man, at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And General Habib, she said, man, I didn't believe him. He said, man, the warden wants you. He said, I ain't coming to see that. Tell that motherfucker to come see me. Because he cussed, right, General?
Mm-hmm.
So you know where I get my cussing from, right? They said, tell that motherfucker to come see me. He said, I ain't going to see him. He said, no, the warden said it's important. He said, well, I don't, goddamn it. So I guess he finally went on. He told me he finally went on and went up there. And the warden told him, "Y'all, you need to go. You need to." And General Hamish was like, "These motherfuckers been trying to kill me so much. I thought they were trying to set me up. And they said I escaped. They were trying to kill me. But these motherfuckers actually kicked me out." Boy, man, yeah.
Man, Comrade. Like
I need him
how,
right now.
how
I
I
ain't
met
gonna lie to you.
how I met I'm trying to actually look at it, pull up a picture. Um,
General
how
Hamish.
I met General Hamisha was I was at this. It was like a conscious bookstore. It was called New World, and it was a brother who walked out there, big dark skinned brother, big old afro and shit. Had a button that had Black Panther Party on it. And I'm looking here, elder. So I'm like, damn, he probably one of, a real Black Panther, I had never met like a real Black Panther before then.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was in college. And I was like, oh yeah, them my heroes right there. Them my heroes. And he was like, oh, they're the Black Panther Party. And he was like, I'm one of the original 6 members, one of the first 6 members of the Black Panther Party. Named Elbert Big Man Howard. He had a book that was in this show called Panther on the Prowl. And he just started dropping knowledge, man. Just dropping. I was like, damn, And I had been in the film just a little bit. It was more like a hobby back then. So I was like, man, you want to do a documentary or something? And I started working with the brother on a documentary. We actually did a documentary called Big Man, Panther on the Prowl. But so we got to talking, and I was like talking about, we were talking about the struggle. And we became real good friends. He was like one of the a mentor to me, and he was like, it got to the point where I guess he saw I was like kind of serious, had that fire in me. He said, hey, it's somebody I need you to meet. And he came up to this little barber shop right in South Memphis. And Hamisha was in there, brother Hamisha was in there. He was like, he didn't even tell me his conscious name. He gave me his slave name. Yeah, man, I'm Bobby Howard.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and how Hamisha is. You can't just say too much everything on air. Your ass get locked the fuck up. But he was up there talking. Big Man was like saying, yeah, this brother a good brother and stuff like that. Now, I was conscious. I was conscious as hell, could break down all kind of African history and all that shit. Didn't know shit about politics and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me some shit to read. I looked at it, I'm like, I'm cocky. I'm American. Hey, what is this stuff right here? Imperialism, blah, blah, blah. Read a couple of lines. Wasn't really, attuned to actually reading, at the time. So I just read a couple of lines through it to the side. Not knowing he testing me all the time and shit like that. I was like, yeah, you know, I was started talking about the struggle and all this kind of stuff. Like, yeah, okay, brother, I see it. So there. And he's like, man, you know, you want to come around, Mo, and all this type of shit. So I started coming around, and then that man said something to me that I can't repeat, but it fucked my head up so bad. I was like, man, who the fuck is this motherfucker right here? Like literally, because he was like, are you serious? You really serious? Well, let me tell you how serious you got to be. You got to be so goddamn serious that you willing to. I can't say the rest, but you fill in the blank.
I can hear him saying it. I can hear. Listen. I pretty much know how to finish that off. Yeah.
Comrade, I was like, man, who the fuck is this dude? You know, I'm like, damn. Then, you know, he like, then eventually he was like, he said his whole name. He said, I'm General Hamisha. I'm gonna mess his whole name up, but you know, and he told me, yeah, he told me what it mean, and that he was a general of, you know, the area of that side of Tennessee, and you know, he introduced me to the struggle and shit. But yeah, man, I mean, when I first met him, it was like I ain't never met nobody like that before. I was like, this dude different. This something serious. This is for real. I was like, damn, am I really ready for this shit? At the time when I first met him, that was like over 20 years ago. First time I met him, I wasn't ready for this shit. I ain't even gonna lie.
His son,
it's like, you know, it's like I grew and then I came back with him and started training and building and shit like that. And, you know, so yeah, man, but it was like, yeah, that dude, he's something else, man. I never met nobody like that.
Man.
Never.
Yes,
I mean, I just, you know, hate, cause like he for a minute, you know, cause we had got the movement going strong. You know, this like the time when, you know, Brothers Keeper, they was dropping their albums and stuff like that.
Hold on. Now you keep talking, man. I'm.
Oh, okay. No, I was like saying, this was like during the time Brothers Keepers was dropping their album, and we was all doing spoken word. We was all spoken word artists, and it was real popular, and we had things going. What's it right there? Oh, that's the album right there. One of them.
That's the album, Brothers Keeper. The Miseducation of the Negro by Brothers Keeper. Hey, I thought this was you on this album. This you on this album?
No, it actually not. I mean, it's like I actually didn't get to be on the album because I don't even know why. Because they were like, yeah, because I mean, literally, we all was in the same circle. We used to be in this spot called Nappy by Nature, and it was like the revolutionary spot. You know, all revolutionary poets, and we all get down. It be packed, and we'd be talking our mad shit, and then they fucked up and asked General Hamisha to come speak one day, and he said that, you know.
He told me about that.
I bet he did. He came up. Hey, he fucked me. He was like, cause like he said some shit so hard and shit like that that half the motherfuckers couldn't even deal with it. They motherfuckers walked out. And he said, he's like, yeah, I'm glad we gonna get them old punk ass niggas out the way so we can get down to business. You know, and like later on, he told us, you know, that, you know, because he would always tell us that when you doing this, engage in this, the first thing you do is you gotta shake their natural tranquility out. You gotta fuck their head up, so all the weak motherfuckers can just go and you know who you got remaining, the motherfuckers you need to deal with in the first place. So you won't waste your time over these little punk ass motherfuckers who won't fuck around and tell the police and shit. You know. Yep. It was all like everything he did was strategic. Everything was strategy, man. You know, so it was like, cause like, yep, cause like he used to like me and like he'd give me like some information to read and groom me on that shit. Then I'd be like, oh, okay. I see what you was doing when you know, had us doing X, Y, Z and shit like that. I was like, oh, damn, you know. And she was all calculated.
I mean, and I never met him in the flesh. That brother transformed me by talking on the phone.
changed my entire perspective on life by talking on the phone. The thing about it was I actually spent a lot of time with him on the phone throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Comrade. Shit, be times you come over there, I'm on the phone with.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I
So
know.
I mean, we been spent like 3-4 hours sitting on the phone. He teaching the whole time, teaching the whole time. But yeah,
Hamisha
I always think,
Halifa Umtumwa.
yeah, I'm gonna mess that up. And he didn't see it so many times to me. I'm gonna mess it up.
Yeah, man. I remember. 'Cause I remember. He was like, hey, y'all make sure y'all go give brother Atiba some love, man. That's Atiba on the phone. I saw. I was like, damn, this
Yeah,
motherfucker got these long ear locks and shit like that.
yeah.
Like this motherfucker. I was like, this motherfucker look like a soldier for real.
Hey, yeah, yeah. All right, my locks was pretty long, Comrade.
Already, yup. And I was like, man. But yeah, man. Man, you know what? I got some. Damn, comrade. I think I got that on film somewhere. That day, because it
What
was at a
shit?
party. It was somebody party. We had all got together, and we had called you up, and I mean, we was able. Comrade Padala was there.
They passed the phone around for me.
Yep, my aunt was there. Ayo
Mm-hmm.
Deli was there. All of us was there,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
I know they were throwing a dart game, right? And they fucked around and gave Elder Fadani the dot, the dart to throw. And, he damn near
It's
blind.
like, yo, it's like,
Hey, he about to kill somebody. Man, he was funny.
everybody stand behind him.
Hey, yeah, that was, he got it. Motherfucker was like, oh shit, watch out over there. That shit was funny as hell, man. I gotta look that shit up, man, and pass it on to y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, man, miss that comrade right there, man. But
I was
yeah,
all
man.
down when you brought John Hamisha up. It kind of lift my spirits a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's really about and stuff like that. We don't forget about the show.
Yeah,
We just reminiscing on
I
old
apologize,
times.
y'all. I apologize, y'all. My day ain't been too good.
Yeah. But
Right.
no, I mean, one it's oh shit, my bad.
Now you froze. Yeah, he froze, and I think he gone, y'all. I most
Can you hear
definitely
me,
can't
comrade?
yeah, I can hear you. I've
Okay.
been telling the audience I cannot do the show by myself. I am not in that space. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am not there.
I feel you. Damn, where
Yeah.
I go? I don't know why my picture is not here anymore. I'm probably finna come back on the broadcast.
Yeah. Yeah, hurry up and come back. Cause this feel weird. Yeah. He taking longer than what I thought. Oh, here he come.
Yeah, my bad, comrade. I don't know. Sometimes I get clumsy and goofy and shit.
You probably lost the audience behind that move, comrade. They probably got to hanging up. I just basically dropped my hand in my head. I'm gonna drop my head
Nah,
in my
man,
hand.
it's all good. They still hanging in there with us. We got some soldiers. Karina said, damn, how she said she pronounced her name? Karina. I probably fucked that
It's
up. If I
Kareem.
fucked that
It's
up,
Kareem.
Queen, I'm
It's
sorry.
Kareem.
But she said, no need to apologize, comrade Ativa. We all have bad days and struggles. Definitely.
Yeah.
We all do.
It feel like I'm in a fucking whirlwind, though, y'all. You know.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I'm
how
living in
old
space
was
and shit,
your
man.
nephew, comrade?
Huh?
How old was your nephew,
So what?
comrade? How old was your nephew?
He was It's gonna be 25 years for me in here, so he had to be about 27, probably 28,
Mm.
something like that. Because I remember keeping him the year I caught my case. And
Yeah.
my nephew, he had asthma real bad when he was a baby, right? So I don't know shit about no asthma, none of that. I'm a street dude in the streets. I barely know how to sell dope right. So I was doing that shit. And so on the weekend, I'll go get my son, my little brother, and my little nephew, and I'm gonna keep them on this weekend, right? So I had to go get my baby sister because she knew how to handle my little nephew on the weekend whenever he have his asthma attack. My baby sister, she wasn't no more than 10 years old, and she know more about it than I did. And
Mm.
my baby brother was 12, my baby sister was 10, my son was I think six or seven, and my nephew had to been about 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So now I'm finna try to chill out, get ready because I got my little spot that I make my money with, and then I got my spot man where I go lay my head at. Before I can go lay
Mm.
my head, I had to check on the spot, so I had to take them over there with me. It's laid back out the way, and. And I be damn, my nephew had that asthma attack. You should have seen my ass over here panicking, calling, look, Teresa, come get him. Come get him. Please come get him. Because I got all kind of shit in there that I can go to jail for right
Yeah.
now. So, man, you should have seen my scary, this tough ass. I could just see one of my comrades say, yo, tough ass, scared a needle. Because I won't take the shot. I'm like, nah, man, you ain't sticking me with that motherfucker. Yo, tough ass scared a needle.
Damn. You scared of needles for real, comrade?
Man, I'm not gonna let nobody stick me. I don't want to be around no snake. If you want to scare the shit out of me, throw a snake around this motherfucker. Watch out. I can literally climb a wall. That ain't shit. Put a snake in there.
Have you ever seen a snake like in real life?
Listen,
Outside of the zoo?
this the funny thing about me, comrade. When I was little, I used to go catch snakes.
Damn.
I used to go catch them. I used to look for water moccasins. They them the
Water
deadliest
mocking.
water moccasins. We had them down there in our neighborhood. They used to swim in that fucking pond, man. And these wasn't no motherfucking regular water snakes. These were water moccasins.
Yeah.
And I used to catch their ass. And
Damn.
as I became an adult, I think I found out you a damn fool. Boy, don't do this shit again. But yeah, when we were young, we used to go hunt them. I used to catch them and got them in the grass snakes. I catch their ass right fast. I try to catch them with my hands. Yeah. And but now I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm scared to death. I don't even know what made me think that I could do some shit like that and stay doing it as an adult. I don't know. I don't know. Some change.
Or you probably, reality hit in. When you were
Yeah.
young, you kind of don't have that. You see, the reality of what the fuck the consequences, not necessarily real to you.
Yeah.
But
I used to try to catch them off of cause we got the water moccasins. Uh it's a timber rattlesnakes out here, ain't it? In Tennessee. Ain't them the timber rattlesnakes?
I don't know
But
if they call.
that's more out this way, I think, too. Uh
Hmm.
uh and the rest of them they bullshit snakes. If they bite you, they probably don't hold venom, I don't think. I ain't for
Yeah.
sure, but the most venomous ones is that the water moccasin out here and it's a rattlesnake out here, and I think it's called a timber rattlesnake. I ain't for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, yeah, man. I know when I was young, I grew up in Mississippi. I didn't really care for snakes like that. But my little brother, he used to just go out killing snakes, man. He was like 10 years old. Shoot, and he walked up to me one day. I'm up with my all my little buddies and stuff, and he used to always try to, compete for my attention, but I wasn't really thinking about him because, my boys or whatever there. And he just walked up to me all calm and cool, said, Kevin. Oh, damn, I said my real name. I slipped up too, right? But he said, individual who will eventually be known as prophecy. He was like, I killed the snake. And I'm like, man, you ain't killed no snake. He 10 years old, little bitty something. I'm like, go on somewhere, go on out there, And then I know he came back holding a big ass snake. I don't know what kind it was, but it was big as hell. And I'm like, man, what the fuck, And snakes, how they, how they work. You can kill part of them, and the nerves and shit still be, still be alive. So it's like it was dead the first head, but the tail and stuff still like moving and shit. And I was like, man. But ever since then, every time I saw a snake, I got my little brother to kill it for.
Damn. Now, one thing that people are scared of, Comrade, spiders, and I'm not scared of them. I am not. Right today, I would rather have a spider in these little cells and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the summertime, you'll get them little. Y'all probably don't see them out there much, but we call them fruit flies, right? Because they have the garbage cans outside.
Hell yeah, we get fruit flies.
Okay, so we get the fruit, and a fruit fly. I lose my mind if one of them things fly up in the cell, right?
Mm-hmm.
And other prison, I used to have a spider that would come sit in my windowsill. He'll be in the cell, and he'll make his little web. And he did it for like 2 weeks, but he couldn't get no food, so he died from it. So I never run from him or anything. That another person be like, man, you got spiders? Oh hell no, and some people be like, man, but you need to clean your cell, bro. I'm like, my cell clean, but I'm not gonna mess with that spider. I don't run them out the cell. I've never been bit by one. Everybody gets bit by spiders. I do not get. I have never been bit by a spider. I've had spiders literally live like this is where my head on my bed is. I've had spiders right where his phone is. Live right there.
Damn.
I never been bit. Yeah. I don't know what it is with me and spiders, but I'm waiting to turn to Spider-Man so I crawl about this motherfucker.
I know, right, Comrade? Man.
Yeah.
Man, Comrade, I know one time I was fishing, right? And it was like in this way off location, way out in the woods and shit. So I'm leaving. I'm getting ready to go home. So I'm walking through the woods to come back. And I'm like, got my head down, I ain't really paying attention. I look up and I'm face to face with this big, gigantic ass snake. It's up like this on me, like eye to eye, just looking at me. Like, fuck me up. I'm like, I'm like, stop. I can't move and shit like that. Cause if I move the wrong way, that motherfucker get the wrong idea and then it go attack. Cause it was like, but it was like, we was like eye to eye looking. And it was like literally we was communicating with each other. It was like the snake was like telling me, like, look here, I'm finna bag the fuck up. You don't do shit, I ain't gonna do shit. And I'm like, I got you. And like literally he started moving in reverse, backwards and shit like that. Till he like got past these bushes and cleared the bushes. As soon as he did that, he was like did like this, turned and walked on left. I was like, man, what the fuck? But it was like the biggest snake I ever seen in real life and shit. The only thing I've seen bigger than that was in a zoo or something. And it was black and had gold little, designs and shit on them, which probably meant it was poisonous or some shit. But
he paused. He got something funny. Yeah.
But yeah, and I was like, man.
Hey, I want to say something to people out there. If anybody's still on the show, they probably ain't. I thank y'all for bearing with us today. The show probably ain't like what it normally is. Obviously y'all know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I just hopefully next week for sure we back on board and back in. I'm hoping this year I'm able to do the show, but I really didn't even think I would be able to make the show. Obviously, I'm gonna ask you, Comrade, man, do you got my back? Because I don't know what to say. I don't.
Yeah, man.
My mind is doing this, y'all.
I mean,
You know,
like
maybe even put a smile on my face, I'm doing good.
even though it's like this one our standard show, it kind of still within the theme of what we do because when I said, man, I got an idea, we finna make this shit happen. All it was me and you having a conversation like we always do. And
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them times where the conversation was just a little different. We had some more shit, some shit that was a little heavier,
Yeah.
on our hearts and shit. And so, it's real. It ain't nothing scripted, nothing fake, nothing artificial about it. We could come and talk with some political science, some revolutionary politics, Um,
I
but
don't even know
it
if I
just,
can pull anything out of my hat with that right now.
yeah,
I, if y'all listen to me right now, we all be fucked up because I'm so messed up in my head. We get in trouble, y'all. Don't listen to me right now
hey,
on this.
don't tell me you would have pulled out some reactionary shit on this.
They would have been reactionary, but we all be probably locked up or shot up.
I feel you. I feel you.
uh, but
I
yeah,
definitely.
man, we still got people on here.
We still got people hanging in, comrade. Hey, y'all still hanging in? Give us a like, man. Tell us who's still hanging in.
Y'all got any
You know.
questions? Anything y'all want to put out there for us? Maybe I can. Maybe you might help me with a good question or something. Maybe it might be just the energy I need. I don't. Anything's a try. I really need
Mhm.
y'all to lean in right now. My brother hurt.
You
You
know
know,
when I was like saying that Hamisha told me some,
yeah,
I ain't finished it. I
I'm
know
sure I can finish the sentence.
Hamisha was like, LOL, I'm sure I can finish that sentence.
Yeah.
I know you can. But hey, you know what? Something about General Hamisha, that man used to make you feel like you invincible. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Man
like
had me
literally,
feeling
I
tough as
remember like
hell.
probably the first time I met, young Hamisha. And I was kind of new. I was actually kind of new to the stroke. I ain't know much and shit like that. But he had me on the podium. I was going to speak about some subject or whatever. And he said, "Yeah, I want you to meet my sons and then, like this, Hamisha, this is whatever and stuff like that. And Hamisha, this is brother prophecy right here. And I want you to just know what a real revolutionary look like. What a real revolution." I was like, "Damn," he called me a real. That shit made me feel like, I was like, I'm a real rebel." I'm cool. When you get a compliment from him, that shit,
Mm,
man,
mm,
because I've like literally seen brothers, strong brothers, fight and really be in conflict with one another, trying to get his attention, trying to get his approval and shit like that. Like
yeah.
literally, grown ass men trying to get his approval and shit. Like literally, it people right now still like got beef with each other because them really was trying to be get his approval and shit. And I was like, damn, that's something. Because I understood it because when I first met him the first go around, I was like that too. I just wanted him to respect me. You know what I'm saying? Because I had so much respect for him. And I remember right before he had got sick, he had told me, he was like, because he was peeping out the way I was talking to him. He was like, "Comrade, stop trying to impress me. It ain't about impressing me. Get your shit right so you
Mm-hmm.
can struggle correctly." You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
when we finally
Mm-hmm.
came back around, the last go around when we hooked up with my aunt and Iodeli and all of them type of shit, it had kind of clicked on me. I was like, damn, okay. He ain't doing this shit for us to praise him or us to do whatever. He doing this shit so we can be prepared to do what the fuck we gotta do, you know.
He
But
kept saying that when we used to talk, comrade. He was like, "I'm trying to make sure y'all brothers and sisters is prepared, brother." Um,
mhm.
nah, I'm finna. He had already accepted death,
Yeah, he did.
and I was like, "No, you can fight it. You can fight it, brother. I done been down this road. It's time, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
make sure y'all ready." You know, that was some brave. That was I ain't never seen nobody that brave, man, that just knew that, hey, man, this shit real. Whether you accept it or not, it's real. It's gonna happen. It's gonna go down.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he, shit, we'll start making jokes about it. Well, if it's some heaven up there, if I can send you a message, I'm gonna let you know. You know, like what? Who
Man.
said shit like this? And he really fit to go. You know,
Yeah, comrade. I mean, yeah, I mean, I saw him when he first got sick, and this is just a testament to comrade to General's spirit, man, how strong he was. They literally gave him like 6 months to live, and
mm-hmm.
he had came to like one of our poetry shows, and
Yeah.
man, he was like, oh, looking bad and just and I was like, man, comrade, how you doing? General, how you doing? He was like, man, this cancer is kind of getting me, man, kind of getting me. And he was like, it was like say, but we had a good time, at the poetry show because he used to like hearing my poetry. I was hard back then. I was on their ass. And like he just kind of like faded in the background. And like I want to say about 3-4 months later, I get a phone call. It's General Hamisha, sounding strong than a motherfucker. And this is right around the time when I think Mike Brown had got killed. So it was like a lot of protests, a lot of shit. It was really that whole. It was before the Black Lives Matter movement was actually Black Lives Matter. It was like hands up, don't shoot. That's what it was called. It was more of an authentic movement. It was before it really kind of got infiltrated and taken over. So he called me all excited. He said, "Hey, comrade, I'm activating your ass. Get your ass back up. We got some shit we got to do." I'm like, I'm all excited and shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And I like, where this shit come from? He was like, and then he was like, man, I was up there feeling bad and shit like that. And they talking about I got a couple of months to live. I'm looking up on the internet. Gotta be a cure for this shit. How do you cure for cancer? I looked at this such and such, A, B, and C. I tried that shit out. Man, I went to the doctor. They say I'm good. Fuck them motherfuckers. Let go. Man, it was on this.
Yep. That's around the time me and him started talking on a regular now.
Yep.
I remember him telling me that. Damn.
Yep. Yeah, he was like, man, I still got some more shit to do.
Before I started talking to him, like on a day-to-day basis, I would call him every Sunday. He'd tell me call him Sunday at 6:00, and he'll teach class with us over the phone at 6:00 to 7:00.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing it. I'm about. I met General Hamish like 2008.
Okay.
I mean, it probably was 2007, but I actually started talking to him 2008. As a matter of fact, I did meet him before 2008. I actually was introduced to him about 2006. And I didn't. He was just somebody on the phone. I ain't even stay in the room long enough. I was like, hey, how you doing? And
Mm-hmm.
But about 2008, every Sunday on the phone. In about 2000 around Trayvon Martin,
Mm-hmm.
every day until he. Only time I didn't talk to him was when I went to Mac, and I didn't have a phone where I could talk to him every day.
Yeah.
But he still stayed in communication while on Max. I was writing letters and calling. When I got off Max, came down here. It wasn't long before we lost him then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was something else. I don't know I'm pretty sure you knew this side of him, but man, General Hamisha, as hard as he was, and no nonsense, no bullshit type of brother this was, he was one of the funniest people I ever met, man. Like literally.
Yep. Listen, I'm gonna tell you who he remind me of, comrade.
Who did?
You remember with Dolomite, Rudy Ray Moore? That's how he sounded to me. I promise you, that's how he sounded. I'm like, That man said we don't.
Hey, that's it. That's it, comrade. Man.
Walking through the. I said, damn. It's like, sounds just like it, man. Yep.
Man. He likes them. It's shit that I want to say. It just can't say it shit on the air, on this platform and shit. Don't wanna, you know. But it just like he'll say some shit to be so funny. It ain't even like he trying to be funny because he's like the type of shit that he taught us was the most serious shit that you ever gonna get taught. Period. Like literally. I mean, we don't have like hardcore gangsters about to piss on themselves. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
he'll say some shit, man. And you be like, man, it'll be just so casual and shit like that. How you say the shit, so matter of fact. Damn, I wish I could say some of this shit. Or at least I could think of something that but I can't, man. Everything I say, motherfucker be like, hold on, man. No, motherfucker, y'all, man. Y'all into some more shit. But no, man, comrade. But man, we've been we hitting on an hour 40, man.
Yeah.
How long you wanna stay on? We got 5 people on. The 5 people who still on, check in. Who is there? Who's still on with us? If y'all still listening,
They
check
probably
in.
just let the damn phone later thing on the thing. You got the shit even on there, probably. I mean, I apologize. I'm just kind of dealing with my stuff, y'all. I'm trying to deal with. I'm trying to be honest, man. I'm trying to stay strong.
I know, comrade. I know.
I'm trying. It's been several times. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, y'all.
Karina says she's still here. I mean, we still here. So, yeah, I mean,
Warrior strong. Yeah, that's a good sister right there.
Yeah,
Comrade.
yeah. I already know,
You
man. I already know.
got a good heart.
Mhm. Yeah, it is. I mean, we got good comrades out here, I mean, it's good to know that it's good people out there. You know what I'm saying? Good people out there who share a common goal as you do. You know what I'm saying? And that because
It's
it's
hard to
gonna take.
find.
What you say now, comrade?
I say it's hard to find.
Yeah.
When you said people that share the same common goals and perspectives, uh, look at life the way you do through the same lenses. That's some
Mm-hmm.
hard shit to find out there, boy. Because some people be coming with some. I mean, everybody got they way, right? And just to me, I think there's some ways be kind of like, really, you believe that shit? You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Hold on. Yeah. All right, brother. You have a night. I ain't got no energy, comrade. I ain't ate shit.
Damn, comrade. Yeah,
I
man. I
can't. I
mean,
tried to. I tried to. Yeah, I put the food in my mouth, and it's just like
mm,
I get the chewing, and normally I try not to eat with a taste. Look for a taste and nothing, but it was just like I can't stop this shit. I'm spitting the food back out. You know, I'm in bad shape right now.
damn, comrade.
It's something that happened to me today, man. It hurt me to my core. I ain't gonna say all of it, but I just say that it hurt me to my core.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it shook me up bad as I lost my nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And,
it's it to me it's equal, and other people might think different, but to me it's the equal amount of pain that I'm feeling. Right? It's that anger, it's that hurt, it's that sadness, it's that madness, it's that chaos, it's everything. Just that's why I say I'm in a whirlwind right now. Because this shit is doing this in my head.
yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I mean, the two biggest hurts that you can feel is one, the death of a loved one, and a broken heart. Them the two biggest hurts. And I think if I'm gonna intellectualize it to say why, you know, one, cause life is precious. You know what I'm saying? Life is really precious, and the first law of nature is self-preservation, to preserve life. So when a loved one passes away, it automatically, it hurts because, that's the whole point of what we trying to do. That's your first law to, stay alive. So it's like, oh, then when you really give your heart to somebody, on a primitive level, you're in your mind, that's like, that's your mate. That's, the person that you attach with, and that's the because the whole purpose of getting together and all that is really reproduction. You know what I'm saying? We human beings, we're smart, and we use that for family and pleasure and comfort and all that kind of stuff. But on a primitive level, it's about, getting together with somebody and reproducing, and that's the way in which you live on beyond your own physical life. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't live for the human species passed on, your DNA and your genetics are passed on. So it's like when you really care about somebody, you give your heart, your mind makes that connection. It's like that person is even if y'all don't have children, they never plan to have children, but like your mind just records that's your mate. That's part of the legacy that you finna carry on. It's just kind of how it happens, and we do that. I would think we do that to make sure that the human species always survive. You know what I'm saying? That's why your attachment, your heart, that's so important. So you can continue the process. So when you break that, it hurt. When your heart breaks and you break up, it feels like death, because your mind, almost like relates that to is, well, damn, there go the person that I'm supposed to pass my offspring with. You know what I'm saying? Even if that's not the reality of the situation, your mind kind of relates it that way. Because like literally, when you get your heart broke, comrade, the only thing that's equivalent to that feeling is when somebody passed. You know what I'm saying? That's I've been thinking about that like since 11th grade, when the first time I ever got my heart broke. You know what I'm saying? Some little girl that really wasn't even about nothing at the time, but I thought she was everything, and I thought I could never live without her and all that type shit. Found out she wasn't really no good for me and doing all kind of other things, and man, I was hurt. But so yeah, man. I mean,
you can when you put your heart in the stuff. I'm gonna say this here.
mm-hmm.
I got people in my life that tell me all the time, "Man, quit trying to have a relationship with people. Your situation alone, people ain't gonna be real with you, man. They're gonna be fake all the time. So quit doing that." I literally was trying to prove people wrong on that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just something I never believed. Okay, sorry, y'all. I do believe in love. I actually do. I think that love is real. And the people that I know, these ain't conscious people, but they people dear to me. They just don't see that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Doing this time out of 25 years in the prison, going on 25 years, to try to find someone that they'll really love you and care about how you feel enough to not hurt you, and you try to do the same, man, that's damn near impossible. I'm starting to believe that, and I don't want to believe that. I don't want to look at stuff like that. That's damn near impossible.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, I wish I was like General Hamisha right now, because he'll come up with saying some shit that makes
that's
sense
what
like a
made
motherfucker. You'd be like, where the hell you come out with? Where that shit come from? Like where that book come from?
that's 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 what that's what made me attach myself to the June like that, man. He was like a protector or a shield for me, and I was behind the walls, and I ain't never seen him. But it's the words he had and his views around the stuff. He taught you how to be strong. He didn't teach you how to just hold your head up. No, the brother had the keys to how to be strong.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And he always got a story to add to whatever he did. He done been there and done that. You know.
Yeah. They sure ain't lying. And but I mean, one thing is like I mean, I honestly think that um we ain't always got to be strong. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's all right to be vulnerable. You know.
And what they got a saying now is okay to not be okay.
Mm.
I ain't okay. I even think that I may not even get no rest tonight. I'm probably try to. I mean, I can feel myself like I kind of know when my body is ready to go to sleep. But the thing about it is, I wake up at night and won't go back.
Yeah.
Like I might nod off about 3 hours and boom, I'm wide awake. And whatever I was thinking about is what woke me up.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And now I can't go back to sleep because I'm in tossing and turning.
Yeah.
I'm already anticipating a fucked up night.
So what now?
I'm already anticipating a fucked up night. I'm bringing everybody down too on this show. I'm sorry.
I mean, you know, it's just one of them times. You know, one of them times, one of them things we going through, and we go through it together. What's up, Justice Jones, Sally? My first time ever seeing you, comrade. How you doing, brother? Peace, power, prosperity. Um, Man, we had all kind of tragedies and stuff going on, comrade. So this is not our usual show. It's kind of, you know, the tone is kind of, you know, kind of, I don't even know what the word is and all this kind of stuff. But we really trying to cheer our comrade brother up. You know, we already in situations that, you know, most of us can't even comprehend. But you know, we have some tragedies going on, so we trying to lift our brother's spirit up. So man, thank you for joining the show. Hope you know you that's been my life, yet I can't stop. Yeah, that's true, comrade. That's true. And it's interesting because, like, literally everybody's been sharing, you know, just the same thing. You know, it's like we all going through some shit, all got our traumas and our tragedies and shit like that. But some kind of way, we find some strength from somewhere to keep it going and shit like that. It just, you know, sometimes we just got to go through the storm and shit like that, you know. So yeah, and this would be a good time for me to be a damn Christian leader drop some scriptures and shit to make shit every feel better and shit like that. See, that's what I'm talking about, like where I say religion has its strength and you know.
It has a place for it. You know, I I don't I don't buy into it, and it's only so much. But since I had studied so strong, like I did, stuff
Mhm.
be no, hold on. Well, you know, J. Cole on the book today. What you
I'm right here.
mean?
Justice Jones, Sally, Mr. Jones. Where you from, comrade? Nah, not religion. You're referring to camaraderie. Damn right. I appreciate them words, comrade. Appreciate that. Appreciate. Where you from, brother? If you don't mind us asking. But you was finna say something before you had walked out.
I don't know, comrade. To be honest, the whole show, if I'm honest, I probably just rambled whatever the hell came out.
No, man, it's all good, comrade. It's all good. It's all good.
Whatever y'all got out of me today, it was in there somewhere.
All
I'm,
right.
I'm like a fucking roller coaster, man. I hate this shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, NY and DC.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
You
just, I'm
you
riding
said
the
you
ride, man. I really want the roller coaster to stop because they're going too fast and going upside down and doing circles and shit. I'm about to throw up. I'm asking the guy that's driving this motherfucker to stop because this motherfucking roller coaster is too much. I'm too old for this shit. You know, you're
yeah,
right
come
about this, though,
on.
brother. Venting does help the situation, but a lot of times your vent could be weaponized against you. You know what I'm saying? I I feel like this a safe space, you know, and so I'm just letting it out as it comes out. And
But
so, yeah, yeah.
yeah, man. Man, I'm lost for words. So yeah, man. I mean, anything you need to say, get off your chest, man. Feel free.
I
I know,
appreciate
like
that,
you
DC.
said, like,
I'm be honest like this. I've had low energy on the show before, but it never hit like this. Uh, and you're right for saying what you said. What can equal out those type of that type of pain. I'm
mhm,
experiencing both. I'm experiencing both of them at the same time, man. And you know, I thought I thought I had the right person in my life, and obviously they don't give a fuck. Um, and I guess it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Um, man, I'm tired of
yeah.
going
I
through this
mean,
shit.
like Karina said, she said, "Time will heal.
Yeah,
Time will heal things, comrade." I mean, and that's true. You know what I'm saying? It's just like right now, it's almost like you've been in a war and you got shot, and like the whole shock of everything is just right there on you, right in the middle of the shit right here. So it's like you gotta give yourself a minute to recuperate, and that initial pain of that damn shot, you're gonna have to deal with it unless you got some type of shit to try to take the pain away. But I don't necessarily advise that, you know what I'm saying? Because we got different vices that we go to when we dealing with shit, and everybody got their own vices. But if you do that or if you don't do that, it ain't gonna really change the reality. It's just gonna change how you perceive the shit momentarily.
you know, me. I talk my shit, and I'll tell you in a minute. I don't try to hide nothing about what I do. I feel like I'm a grown motherfucking man. I'm damn near 50 years old. Whatever I do, damn it, I'm gonna do it, right? That's my thought. That's my perception on it, the way I look at it. And so I drank a little whiskey, right? A little moonshine and making prison. It should be lightning too, y'all. Anyway, um, so I never paid no attention to how it was doing me until I lost my nephew, right?
Mm,
Because remember, you feel that sadness, and you feel that pain, you feel that anger, you feel that madness, you feel that hurt. You've got all this shit going on, still got it going on, and room for him to come through. So just so happens the whiskey pop. I'm like, nah, I don't even feel like drinking no whiskey. I don't want, because I'm thinking like when I normally get when I normally drink, I'm feeling cool. I'm feeling mellow, I'm gonna talk my shit, I be a little happy face, right? Man, want none of that when I hit that shit. Want none of that. Man, want none of that. And when I say want none of that, man, I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to think like that. You know what I'm saying? I never knew that it would do that to me. I was hurt so bad that that's where I was at. And I knew that, it's been a couple times, man, I might go through some bullshit and be a little tipsy and shit. And I might say something like, you probably should have said that. Well, motherfucker know I'm drunk. Fuck that shit. Say whatever the fuck I want to say. You know. But when when I lost my nephew, man, and I didn't even mean to get I didn't think that was gonna do nothing to me. Obviously it had been some good shit. But it hit me and it made me angry as fuck. I like, man, look, listen, I ain't no I ain't no guy that's gonna, I ain't no turn the cheek type of guy, you know. Hold on. Comrade sister, medical, she said, y'all having a great conversation. I have to leave. We have unit study tonight. Y'all have a great night. Much love and respect. Talk to y'all later. Free the land. Free the land, comrade sister.
We
All right.
land
So
medical.
what you stay
Make sure y'all
here
check
with us
out
as long as
the
you do.
show tomorrow at 5 o'clock. It's gonna be a blog talk, and I think I'm gonna if I can remember, I'm gonna have to start posting her stuff on the Novel Network.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But now you was talking
So
about how they
so
drink.
so so yeah. So it had made I'm a street dude, right? I'm 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 still street. I ain't gonna deny that shit. Y'all, I think y'all get it by now. This dude here still
Mhm.
street. And I still have some of the street politics in me. I still feel like, shit, certain shit, it is what it is. But man, I always knew how to draw the line. You know what I'm saying? I don't innocent people and older people and stuff. I grew up, hey man, you respect your elders and shit. You know what I'm saying? I still hope that shit solid, with me. But man,
What's up? You all
somebody
right,
want to get
comrade?
on with us.
Say
No,
what?
I got a message saying that somebody wants to get on the show with us. Oh, Justice. Justice Sally want to get on the show with us.
Uh oh yeah, okay.
Yes,
I tell you what, Justice. Uh, hold on. Let me do this real quick.
So yeah,
Share
while
this show.
I'm doing that,
I
I had
so
said I like too bad on with the brothers. Can I get on? Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's trying to get on. So, uh,
okay.
uh, uh,
I'm finna send him a
man, I
link.
said some shit that I wouldn't even say. Yeah,
Say
yeah.
what now? Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna
I
send
was
you a
saying
link,
that
bro.
Mhm. I had said some shit I wouldn't say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, uh, uh, concerning my nephew's death, and I know I had been drinking. I said that right there told me, man, something else driving you, man, and you ain't driving. So you either gonna sit your ass in the back seat and let something else drive you, or you gonna get behind that wheel and you drive. I learned that shit a long time ago. That's what I I would I stopped smoking weed. I stopped doing cocaine instantly after catching a case. Stopped smoking weed. The drinking, I really just picked that habit back up a couple of years ago now. Because it's been over. I said it's been about maybe 2 years since I started drinking, back drinking again after 20 some years. Um, Probably finna stop that shit again because I don't want nothing to control me. If I'm mad because I allow myself to be mad. But I don't want nothing to intensify that anger. You know, not to where I make a mistake. And I literally knew that when I had been drinking this weekend and my nephew died, I said, if I was out, if I was out,
Yeah.
it would have been awful. Uh, not just for the culprit. And I don't want to be like that. I can't be like that because I can't wake up the next day and regret whatever I did. I
Yeah.
learned a long time ago. Don't do shit that your ass can't wake up the next day and you know. I'm from this where, man, you do something, you wake up next day and tell motherfucker I'll do it again. If you can't say that,
Mm.
man, then you ain't got no business doing it. You ain't got no business
Yeah.
doing it. You know. Uh, and so yeah, you sent the brother the link.
Yeah, I sent it.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, just waiting on them to get on.
okay.
But nah, I feel you, comrade. I feel you. Man.
Yeah. So it's just a hard thing to do, try to try to keep your head up under these kind of circumstances. Walk I think I walk positive, Like I said, I'm still the street dude. Free the land, brother. How you doing?
Peace.
What's up, brother?
So
Welcome to
Oh,
the show, man.
I'm actually at the job. I'm on lunch break, but my brother, what's your name, brother? What's your
I'm a Tiva.
attribute?
I'm a Tiva,
Atiba?
brother. Yes, sir.
I'm Atiba. Peace,
Atiba.
I'm Atiba.
ATIBA. No, ATIBA.
Atiba.
Yes.
Atiba.
Yeah.
You where I'm at, and it's like I'm over 50, and I've been I've been in the streets like man late 70s, right?
Mhm.
And it's what you're going through. I mean, there's different ways. I don't know what exactly, but this is the best thing that comes to my mind sometimes. I heard you talking about your brother. We all mourn differently. We all mourn differently. So, some people it take it take time. Like the sister said, time heals all things. But we gotta give time. And when we rush, it really sometimes when we rush, especially when we don't know what's going on. But if you're able to grasp it, you can. I'm just grasping things, man. So, and I've been through it. I've been through hell and back. I be feeling like I'm the bus driver, and everybody always wanna get on. They, to get on and step on and to see the broads in the back naked and niggas shooting dice and smoking weed and drinking and they want. I'm like, oh brother, don't they move my arm because I can't. All I can do is I can't force you, but I'd be like, hey, come on, man, you don't want to but they get on, but they don't know the consequences. Like if you know the consequences and things of that nature, then cool. But
Yeah.
they don't know the consequences. And then when they come, then it's a whole different story. And that's my thing. Like I feel you, man, and I just think
You're right. You're right.
throughout this, huh?
No, I was saying you're right.
I feel you, man, and
They
throughout
right.
this United States, we need to come together like this, man. Different cities, and sometimes, even a certain time of the year, some of the brothers that got it come together in different parts of the U.S. Meet and greet because we 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 are the like we're the number one, but the powers that be got us under the totem pole, and because they know our power, we don't know our power. Like you get around brothers like yourself that you come to find out, damn, I ain't the only one going through this. You know what I'm saying? And you start to feel more comfortable. And like I say about venting, once we let stuff out, it's it helps, man. It helps so much because you just be holding stuff in, bottled up, and you find yourself misdirecting anger sometimes toward loved ones, you know.
And to
And
be honest, if I be honest with you, that's what's got me sitting in the prison right now. Misdirected
yeah,
anger.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
You
yeah.
know,
I've been there, brother. I'm telling
Young didn't have no older brothers, level-headed brothers, or especially no conscious and political brothers, and
you.
had that
Been there,
around me.
man.
I just had everybody trying to prove themselves to be the tough guy, and
Been
everybody
there,
tough.
been
So
there.
that
Still
was the
going
life
on
I was.
out here.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I was in that life, and it cost me my life. You know, cost me my family's life and other people's family's life. You know,
Yeah.
because we don't know that certain acts that we do, most people, you ain't know, 'cause this picture get hurt. You know,
Yeah, you breaking up,
so
comrade.
you gotta be. Oh, it's me.
You was, yeah. I
Is
can
it
you
me?
back now.
I hear you clearly now. I didn't hear you before. If you can repeat what
Okay.
you
Yeah.
said.
Well, what I was. Are they coming around?
Yeah, he went upstairs. He gonna come back down from this side. I guess.
Okay. Uh, right quick, because I'm gonna be quiet after I say this. They come around and they count. All right. But a lot of times we don't know when we do the things we do. We ain't just hurting ourselves and think might or be involved, but it ain't just family. It ain't just the people you might have whatever to. Um, but it's people that you don't even know involved in this and
Mm-hmm.
and and suffer through that your
Mm-hmm.
action. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
so over the years, I've learned that damn man, I hurt a lot of people. I ain't just hurt a few. I hurt a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people with one act. You know, and when I say hurt, I ain't talking about feelings hurt. I'm saying far as financially hurt them. Everything, everything.
All different
You
aspects.
know,
I
yeah.
understand.
What I mean, a whole you. I was a pillar in my family, so I can understand my family's by me being my action got me in this situation. And who's to say the people that, was involved with my situation, how they family got messed up, what role they played in their family.
Yeah.
It's always a big old thing, and I try to point that out. When I talk to brothers in here that ain't got a lot of time like me, and they'll come in and they still had that tough guy thing going on. I'm trying to let them know, man, look, man, you can be that guy that can come back in this motherfucker and don't get out. Or you can be that guy that came in here with a little ass time and that little time turned into a lifetime, because
Mm-hmm.
the shit don't stop when we in here. You got motherfuckers doing crazy shit in here. You got dudes killing each other in here. You know, that shit is ridiculous. You got guys in here, man, don't care no more. And they don't even have no whole bunch of time. It, the ones who doing most crazy shit in here, them short time. Hold
Yeah.
Yeah, like I say, man, been there, done it, man. Feds, Feds, DC prison system, Maryland system, New York system. I just I'm out here now doing this 9 to 5.
Mhm.
Man, this shit killing me, man.
So I understand, brother. I
It's
understand, man.
killing me, man.
Man.
on. Oh yeah,
Hey, let me
yeah.
ask you a question, brother. So like, well, I don't know like your frame of consciousness and stuff like that, but what in your life that first, sparked your mind to think like differently? You know what I'm saying? Because most of us at some point that said, "Damn, okay, this ain't what it is."
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Like for me, like I say, a lot of people. I say majority of people. Sometimes we have to go through rock bottom to, you know what I mean. And I was at my prison. Keep going to prison. Ain't got nobody sending me no money, and I gotta make it the best way I can. And out here on the street, cause like I said, I ain't have no mother or father coming up. I had a grandmother, but she worked 2 jobs, so I was literally out here in the street. You know, I be it's like it got to a point where it's like now the consciousness it always been there, but the life I was living, and then chasing that money and all that stuff, man. I never really got the took the opportunity to sit and reflect. It wasn't until one of my prison bits that I just sat down and just started thinking, man. And then I started reading like Asada, Blood in My
Mm.
Eye. There's a book from there's a brother out California, Joe Marshall, got a book called Street Soldier. I like that. He was doing stuff for brothers out Oakland that wanted to get out the gangs and helping them out to go to college. And that's where I'm at, man. It's just that, to me, like in this society, like I go to community meetings. Well, I slowed down but in DC and a lot of our people, man, got these nonprofits and they getting this money, but they not committing, they not investing back in the community, and it's happening everywhere, and that's why we have the dysfunction that we have in our
Mm.
communities, in our villages, man, because we're not investing back, we're not giving back. When I was young, when it came up, you knew everybody in the daggone neighborhood. Now, man, you might live in an apartment building or on the block. You probably don't know everybody.
Yeah.
You might see your neighbor say hi, but you might not really know each other.
Hmm.
These times are like it's like a 180 from when I was young. It's like you took a pancake and flipped it over. Everything we was taught when we was young, or what was norm, is now abnorm, and what was abnorm is now the norm. The negative is
Say that
over
again.
is the negative is overruling what's righteous, what's right, what's positive.
Yeah.
When we talk
You
like
know,
this, man, if we get out, man, they gonna find some way to shut this down. You know?
you know, one thing I learned, man, is commitment. This what them brothers instilled in my head. When it wasn't about just reading books and becoming conscious for me. These brothers was putting me in an organization and preparing me for organization. And the only way to understand organization is to have that strong commitment. And and you have to be committed to something in yourself. And the organization was just built towards
Mhm.
something bigger than y'all with me still. It looked like I had
Yeah,
froze
it's
up.
going in
You
and
and
out,
out.
but
Okay, okay. So it do that in this room at night. I ain't got my normal setup. I can't set it like I used to. Anyway, so they taught me commitment is key. They taught me that economics should never rule your politics. You know,
mhm.
they taught me some things that to understand commit to a life. I commit to out of it, we die from this shit. Other than that, there's no getting out. And so when you said to get out of prison and make some changes, that's not a that's not even a choice for me. I don't know what I could do and what I can't do, but I know I'm committed. I know I'm committing all the way, even through all the ugly shit that I see. I live ugly shit every day. This shit ain't pretty. And I know it's worse out. But that's they lacking commitment, brothers. They lacking and commitment. Don't you get your practice and commitment when you commit with your family and your comrades and your friends and stuff. That's where your practice gonna come in at. Your loyalty, all that's part of your commitment. You know, and we don't know how to be loyal no more. We don't know how to be committed to nothing no more. We be all over the goddamn place. I don't want to be like that.
Committed to
I,
nonsense.
I don't want to be like that. I don't want, you know, it's just, I just hard me talking that. I don't know why it's jumping in and out.
Weather bad.
You said sometimes at night that shit get bad for you.
Yeah,
At
man.
night your reception to shit get bad.
Yeah, it gets to tripping on me. I'm gonna see if I sit it this way. Maybe we get a little bit better. I had said it right there, so I can lay my back up on the wall. I feel like I be hunched over some shit too much. When white boys, they be all hunched over like this, walking. Just, oh, no, straighten your posture, brother. Get right. Don't you do like that. Hey,
Yeah. We probably gonna have to set it down in a little bit.
Yeah, we can. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm all right. I guess comrade. I enjoyed talking to you. I enjoyed meeting you, bro. I know we on the page with each other. I think we on the same Facebook page.
Well, y'all see my page. I think I sent somebody just sent somebody friend request,
Oh, okay.
but like from 4 till 1, I'm at work.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Monday through Thursday, Friday and Sundays from noon to 8:30. And don't forget, I'm on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on your time zone. I'm right here at the edge of Tennessee, Virginia, and North Carolina. I'm right there. So I'm
Okay.
on your time zone. Yeah.
All right.
It get early for us.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
adjusted. I ain't adjusted to this shit yet.
No, don't
Yeah.
don't allow yourself to, man.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
telling
starting to go to bed at 9:30, 10 o'clock. And on the other end, yeah, the day just getting started for them.
you. Don't allow yourself to, man.
Yeah.
Cause when it's like succumbing to what they want, you know, falling into the trap and getting stuck. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know. I want you to send me a friend request, but
I
my page
uh
private, so I don't know if you're gonna see it. If you,
well,
if you,
I think we already friends. You on my page, and you say Uhuru. Uh, I just took the page down for a moment. I need to I need
okay,
to
all right,
you know how that go. I'm
all
going through
right,
my shit.
all right.
I don't need to see nothing that's gonna magnify this shit anymore.
You gotta do what's best for you, brother. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I need to find that that special place where I can be okay. You know,
Yeah,
because right now
Yeah.
I'm internally fighting. You know, I'm literally fighting. I'm staying out of people's face because I don't want somebody to say the wrong thing and it take me overboard. Shit like that. I'm
yeah.
avoiding people. You
And
know.
and me personally, I know it's tougher in there because out here,
Yeah.
see, I do it now out here, but I can maneuver out here. I got space to do that. And there's,
Yeah.
it's a little different.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, comrade. I ain't gonna hold up, man. We got damn near 2.5 hours going. It's the longest show we've had, and and it ain't got that fire, but hey, y'all understand. I thank y'all for
Hey,
supporting me even in this situation.
yeah. Yeah, you usually come around uh, 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 Justice Jones. Our show be like real energetic. We be talking crazy shit, like
I mean,
mad
this is
shit.
cool though, man. This is like this is really needed, not only for us, but for our younger brothers. Cause I love younger brothers. I'm them. You know what I mean? They are
Yeah.
me, and I understand them. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
understand the violence. I understand what's going on because at a time I was there. You know, and I also know. I believe I want to say that I think I know anyway what it takes to bring about the change in the brothers, man. But again, that's a collective. You need the village, and a lot of our people that's in these positions of power or can do things, they not really. If it's gonna get them some publicity and more money, then yeah, you know. But
It's always what's
this,
in the interest of them. You know,
yeah, you know, it
they
ain't
don't
no
work for the interest of the
genuity.
people no more. You know, well,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
ain't gonna know most capitalists may never allowed it, but it
yeah,
but that's what make us unique though. You know, if you doing something and you ain't doing it in the interest of the people, then you going backwards. You ain't going forward. You
Yep.
know,
yeah,
that's just the bottom
yeah.
line. You know, matter of fact, you quit saying that, hey, you a part of a political party or a revolutionary party. No, you part of the motherfucking Democratic Party and the Republican Party. Get it straight,
Yeah,
because that's
yeah.
what you're doing. You know.
But you hit me, man. I'm telling you, you hit because you was like, I still got the street. That's who you are. You don't need to change for nobody. You, that's what you molded into, and that's what makes you unique. You know, like you got the consciousness and you got the street, so you know how
Yeah, I can
to
survive this.
maneuver.
I
Yeah,
can
you know how to
survive this.
maneuver. You
That
know,
you
and
know, I heard the administration come to me. I'm gonna send you over here. I said, shit. What you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna swim like a fish. I don't care where you put me. You know, you
uh,
can't put me in hell. I'm living in hell. I was
yeah,
born in it. You know,
yeah,
you can't make hell worse to me.
yeah.
You know? I'm a survive in that motherfucker. Throw me in a pack of wolves. I come out leading that motherfucker. You
Uh,
know, that's it. That's I don't know no other way. You know, I try to. You know, when you read certain information, brother, you want to kind of step. The purpose of it is for it to transform you, to take you up to another level and raise you up a little. You know, where you can, you know, learn something and be able to share what you learn, maybe.
yeah. Mm,
But I can read it, understand it, walk it like I talk, it, but still at the same time, I'm still that dude. I'm still that dude. And I ain't saying I'm that dude in the negative way. I'm saying that this what I learned from reading and studying something like the movie A Battle of Algiers. There's
Mm-hmm.
a leading player in the movie called Ali Aponte. He was a street dude. When the revolutionaries raised his conscience and his political awareness, the key factor was for him to take, not to change him into Reverend Ike or somebody. Now, what you were doing as an individual in them streets, now you do it for the revolution. You do it for the
Yep.
people. You do it for the nation. So if you knew how to take down a bank when you was an individual, all right, we take down a bank for the people now. You see what I'm saying? If it called upon it. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's the big difference with things. Y'all seen the movie Dead President, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Dead presidents failed because they started thinking about themselves. That they were thinking about people. Now, when they had their sister now, she was about the people. They were
Yep.
like, shit, we do this and give it to the people. But it was that individual self that caused them their economics ruled over their politics, and they
yeah.
end up telling it and everything else.
Plus,
You know,
we got other ways. We got legit ways that we don't even have to. It's just so many, and it's sad that if I knew then what I know now, but it's just so many legit ways. But it's just a matter of coming across the right people, man. Because you got a lot of people on social media that's they throwing the information out there. They throwing the information out there, but everybody's not able to grasp it. Some people you have to hold by the hand and you have to actually show them. And once they see it, like
Hey,
here's the
hold on, hold on,
example.
hold on, hold on, hold on, comrade. Let me cut you off. I just got a text from Comrade Sister said Dr. Matula Shakur was released on parole today.
What? Hold the
Uh,
fuck up. Hold on.
yeah,
Damn.
Hell yeah.
My shit just went out. I gotta do some fact checking
Man,
real quick, comrade. Hell no.
man,
What?
I mean,
yeah.
it's overdue. It's overdue.
Hell yeah. Wait
Man,
a
you
minute.
know that brother was in.
And
Now we
and
need Jaleel Alamin and Mumia Abu Jamal. Them brothers ain't got of age, and I'm talking about their health is in bad
that's
state
then
to
Yeah,
that's
where
yeah,
that,
they
that
yeah.
die.
might be the thing. That might be the thing with Doc. You know, the health.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yeah, that was what probably got him that early release because I seen the
Yeah,
petitions out there. They was petitioning for him, people asking people to sign the petition and to get him the early release because the
yeah,
complicated health condition. Man, I know that feel good. This brother been gone since the early '80s. I
yeah,
watched the show, the FBI files. General Hamish told me to watch the FBI file, and they was showing Matula Shakur, Black Liberation
yeah,
Army. That's what
yeah.
I actually learned. I was like, damn. He
Him
said,
and
brother,
Lasada.
man, yeah. No, that was Matula Shakur was they had him caught up on some bank robberies, truck Brinks truck takedowns and stuff, but
Yeah, they
he
stopped
never
him. I think they
they said
stopped
he
him in Jersey,
organized.
right?
No, no,
Damn.
no. That's a
I
solid.
go.
That's a solid Shakur and Sandiala. Sandiala, they just let him out
Oh,
after 50 some years.
oh, did
Uh,
they?
uh yeah, yeah, Sandiala's out. Sandiala just got
Yeah,
out what
Sunday
Okay.
about
out,
three
out.
months ago? About 3 months ago?
Santiago was my friend on my
About
first
three.
page, but I never was able to get back in touch with him.
Yeah. So
They
yeah,
shut me out of
man,
my first page.
Damn, comrade. Hey, so I'm just confirming it, but it's like it's bittersweet, comrade.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
no, cause
yeah,
like no,
he in health,
this
bad
is what
health.
it is. This is why they freed him. They freed him cause he on his deathbed,
That's what that. That's
and it's
yeah,
like it's like they letting him go so he won't die in prison and shit.
yeah. That's the only way.
Damn.
But you know what, man? I be trying to, and I just got hip to him. Be honest with you, he was already passed, Dr. Sabi, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like he saved so many people, man. He saved a lot of people,
He
Yeah.
had
and
the, he
and
had the
and
knowledge. He had the knowledge, but I'm gonna say this here, Doctor Say, and y'all may not like or disagree with what I got to say, but Doctor Say was pro-capitalist. That
he
information
what?
he
Yeah, he
had, he
was.
didn't
Yeah,
give
he
it to the
was. He
people.
was.
He
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 didn't give
what?
it to the people. He was
I,
pro-capitalist.
pro-Catholic,
He was Catholic,
capitalist.
capitalist. C A
capital.
P I. Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah,
capitalist.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
I know, I
yeah.
know.
And
Yeah,
see,
I agree with you.
to me, that ain't good. That ain't good for our people.
No,
I'm a
no, no,
I'm a
no, no.
socialist,
But what we
and I
got from it.
understand that the people need healing.
But my thing is
I'm
what
if
we
I
got from it.
whatever I know to help you, to help heal you, that's free of charge. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
put a ticket on your life. Your
yeah,
life is more valuable to me. I'm more concerned
yeah,
about what you can do while you living than
yeah.
what I can get off you before you die.
But they was of the
You know?
world. So, you got it. Everybody that's into it now, that's what they doing. They charging you an arm and a leg. But
Yeah,
my thing is, if it can save, if it can keep you here longer, then we have to, maybe not everybody is willing, but we have to and until you, because from my understanding he was sick and then he went over Mexico and he got well and he learned there and he took what he learned and utilized it and did the capital thing.
Mm-hmm.
But my
yeah,
thing is if we
yeah.
can learn it,
He had some remedies. He has
huh?
some good remedies. He has some
Yeah,
remedies.
yeah,
He got some remedies right now. Some simple remedies that I use. And it does work. I literally don't catch a cold no more because I won't allow mucus to go down. You know how you
Yeah,
have them little
yeah,
sinus drains and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
I got it. I got it now.
I fish that
Got
shit
it
out.
now.
You catch me spitting all the time. I just ain't done it on the show. I don't want y'all to see me, but I want nobody to judge me like he already cussing.
Like,
Now he's
"Ew, you
spitting.
nasty."
Nasty, man.
Uh,
But yeah, when I learned that from him, man, I hadn't been. I feel a sickness come on. The most I get is that little scratchy throat. If I go here and
Mhm.
break down with some type of cold, or something, it's beyond a cold. It's something else that hit me. But as far as just a common cold, I don't catch. I don't catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel. I mean, yeah, he a capitalist. I always look at things like this that it's a protracted struggle for a reason because everybody the knowledge ain't gonna develop evenly for
Yeah.
everybody, and for somebody
Yeah.
like say like I don't necessarily want to say I give them a pass or whatnot, but
Hmm.
it's like I be looking at the conditions that it's really hard to say. It's really hard to be a practice socialist in a capitalist
In the capital
economy
country, you
because
really
you
can't.
gotta
Right.
survive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I look at the good and the bad, and and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. You look
okay,
at.
we got to go to another stage of development. You
Yeah.
know,
You got to look at it from all angles. I just pointed it out because I feel like that. Yeah, true enough, you may have to make your money to to survive, to pay bills or whatever it is. Uh, but I think that you should leave a contribution to the people no matter what, because you had multiple skills. You didn't just have no one or two little tricks under your sleeve. You had a few things up under your belt, and certain things should be given to the people out of just knowing that we struggling as it is, man. We struggling that. That's what I loved about the Black Panther Party. They took
mm,
what they had and gave it to the people. They didn't
yeah,
take what they
yeah,
had and then made the party just big. Actually, shit, the party was fucked up. They
yeah,
got so much worldwide support from other people
yeah,
that they was able to generate funds and let it circulate. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
yeah,
They was giving to the people. When you watch Judas and the Black Messiah, what did Fred have to do when he was about to go to jail? They finna make it now. You ain't gotta go to jail. Here go the bread right here, huh? Here go the money. Like, look at the
yeah,
money. Say, shit, y'all can put that clinic together with this money. I ain't fucked about doing that time. Y'all go ahead and put that clinic together. Cause we need
yeah,
something for the people. We need something that the people
yep,
can go to. They don't need to always look to have to pay for every damn thing. I see that
yeah,
shit in here. It hurt me because these guys literally are so used to nobody gives you nothing for free. There's always something to it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
how much it cost? And when one of them cats did that to me, like how much it cost? So I had to tell him, I said, man, look, you got to make me not give you a damn thing. Let me give you share my blessing with you. This ain't got no ticket on it. I don't need your money. I ain't hustling you.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted them to understand. You know, this food. You see what I'm saying? This
yeah,
food, man. Everybody need to eat, and you don't have to be paying for food all the time. You know, and that's
yeah,
what I would say. Shit, give it to the people. You know.
yeah. I mean, that might be a part of the struggle that we need to uh more developed because I mean one of the biggest issues the organizations always run into, regardless of how what they where they hard it is like resources. Trying to,
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because like, you get going and then them resources in a capitalist society, that shit shoot your ass down quickly. So
yeah,
it's like I don't know if we gotta implement certain principles or come up with certain things where it's like is part of the culture that even though you're trying to survive, like you said, you need to make some type of contribution to what
Yeah.
the overall collective struggle to what we're trying to
Yeah.
do. You know what I'm saying? There might
Yeah.
need to be something that is farther developed in
Yeah.
the grand strategy of what we're trying to do. You know.
But we need to be able to do something like that because You got too many people out there that could just a little something would help them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little something. It ain't gotta be a
Mm.
lot. A little something will change a person's life sometimes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Uh, I
Yeah, I
agree
feel
I
with
you.
you, man.
I want to leave my mark. You know, I don't want to leave my mark on this in this world where they say, "Oh, he ain't did him a soul dope, took life, robbed, and made babies that he wasn't able to even be a father to." I don't want to leave no mark like that.
You
You
want to
know what
leave
I'm
a
saying?
legacy.
I don't. That's shameful. You know,
Yeah.
uh,
I
and the best way
understand.
Comrade.
to leave a mark. Uh,
Yeah, I'm just saying from just knowing you and the time, you know what I'm saying, that we start doing things, I'm gonna tell you like that. That ain't gonna be your legacy, comrade. That ain't
well,
because you already started. I mean, I don't know if you know much about, Comrade Jones. I don't know if you know much about this brother right here that's on there, but man, this one of the most inspirational brothers I know. Period. Right now, he going through his thing, but he's the brother that lift everybody up, and it's so many people love this brother right here. It make me happy that I just have an opportunity to share the stage with the comrade and all that kind of stuff. So I say that to say that you already, you know what I'm saying, starting to leave your legacy and elevate beyond these prison walls. So don't never think that that the things you did in your past, or even the walls that you are behind at the present, define you, because it ain't, because you so much bigger than that damn prison hole. The goddamn prison can't hold you, comrade. Regardless of whether you physically there or not, your words don't reach motherfuckers way beyond this goddamn wall. So don't never think that shit, comrade. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit I don't believe. That's some shit I know.
I don't know what to say, but I'm humbled. I thank you, and I just feel like I got more to give, and I got more to do because I've seen. Maybe I've read so many wonderful brothers and sisters that came before me, and I'm like, shit, I ain't walked a step in they shoes. You know what I'm saying? Them some shoes too big to fulfill. You know, we talking about General Hamisha. I'm like, shh, damn. He gave look General Hamisha and General Shadi. They gave me my name, Atiba, right? And they were
Okay.
like, we named you after the brother Atiba Shana up there in Chicago. I'm like, I can't fulfill his shoe. Why you name somebody? You know, you know, it was an honor, but at the same time, I'm like, man, y'all trying to make me struggle a little too hard and bigger than what I can achieve, And the thing is that I can look at people like Bob Marley and be like, damn, look how long he lived, and look at his offspring. See, it ain't just see, you got Tupac, you got Michael Jackson, they living forever. Prince, they live forever. They gonna live forever. But when you talk about Bob Marley, but look at his
Man.
children. Look what his children do. Look what his grandchildren doing, following them
Hey,
same footsteps and
hey, hey,
superstars
comrade,
like.
we got a reggae show on our radio station.
Oh
Damn
yeah.
near the whole show is his children.
Hey, and they be getting down. They be getting down.
They be
You
getting
know,
that. I was like, damn.
Damien and
Hey, when I was looking
Steven,
for
them the
some good
boys.
reggae, I was just like, shit, let me find one of them Marley boys. Like, I ain't never
Yeah,
even heard of him. Shit, he
I'm
bumping too.
his Joe Mercer Marley. That's a
Mm-hmm.
grandson. And Skip Marley. Man, them
Skip
two
Marley.
little them grandsons. Man, them boys ain't
Mm-hmm.
playing. Them boys ain't
Yeah,
playing. They cut up. I gotta send you some tracks so y'all put them on there. I don't know if you already got them,
yeah,
but I gotta
yeah,
see
for
you.
real.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow morning when
Novel
I wake
radio
up.
station. Yeah.
Huh? I'm a YouTube
When,
them.
Yeah, yeah.
that's
It
on.
Yeah,
should be on
I
YouTube.
give you a link to our radio station. We got a
Okay.
radio station we be doing shit on
Okay.
too.
Okay.
Let me DJ it,
It's
man.
like,
'Cause I got
y'all
some
still
shit.
alive? Yeah, comrade, we breaking records.
Yeah.
Who-
We've been on here for. We finna go and get off in a minute though.
Yeah.
But yeah, brother, Comrade Jones, man, we appreciate you jumping on, giving your wise words and your support. I mean,
Man,
really, I ain't gonna lie, like, cause like it's
I'm
men, we
grateful
kind of,
for y'all putting me on, man. Be
yeah,
honest with you.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
A lot of times, as men, we kind of taught and conditioned that we ain't supposed to do shit like that. This is supposed to be
Yeah,
some weak
yeah,
shit. Fuck your
yeah,
emotions. You supposed to eat that
yeah,
shit up and
yeah,
make you turn to counseling and shit. But I
yeah.
mean, really, this is what brotherhood, camaraderie, and being
Mm,
comrades really about. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Being to them goddamn places where you can be vulnerable and you can be like, man, this is what the fuck going on with me. I ain't strong
mm,
right now. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And that's the thing about it. It's something that we all got to do because we all got them damn friends that's strong, always got it together. But goddamn, regardless of how strong a motherfucker seem, it's always a moment when a motherfucker need a motherfucker to
yeah,
come up, lift
yeah,
you up.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So and
yeah.
also I appreciate that, bro. This is our first time, you first time coming on the show, and you did that. That mean a lot, man.
Mm,
For real. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
like I
whoever's
say, I
still out there,
appreciate y'all.
man,
Appreciate y'all for bringing me in, man.
definitely,
That was
definitely.
like, man, how I get in? I'm trying to get on with the brothers, man. Mm,
Hey, Hennessy Parker, he said the album with Nas, Damon Marley and Nas, right? Man, you heard that
Uh-huh.
album come in. Every
Hell yeah.
song from start to the finish. Every
Which
song.
one?
Man.
oh, I ain't heard it.
Damon
I ain't
Marley,
heard it.
Distant Relatives. It's the album called Distant
Oh
Relatives.
yeah, hell yeah, uh-huh.
Man, man, he said, who do I follow? Who do I copy? Look into the mirror and I say you was I can't say it. The brother be coming so hard with some shit. The, when Damien hit his lyrics in there, I know it ain't no competition between Nas and Damien, but if you hear what Damien's saying, man, if they was if you're gonna weigh it up, he wiping the
Mm-hmm.
floor. Nas, and I know Nas can spit. I never liked Nas until he did that album with Damien, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, Nas doing some shit. Guess who they let on the damn album that actually had a decent verse? Lil Wayne.
Who? Mm,
Hold
I'm
on,
like, damn,
Lil
damn.
Wayne on that album.
It's a song called it's the song next to the last song. Uh,
Okay.
it's my generation gonna make a change. Yeah, that's it. I think that's. Am I right? I don't know. He on one of them. He right at the last though. He like the second song to the last. But
Future
hey man,
generation.
yo, that thing they dropped that album like in what 2008.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah,
'cause I think I got a
Uh,
yeah. Future
notification.
generations. Yep,
yeah.
that's it. He went harder than Nas. Yeah, he went harder than Nas. He killed it. He killed it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, comrade. That whole album. Yup. And talking about dropping, they damn. Yeah, you gotta put that on Novel Show
Yeah,
cover.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna tell you something about Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne actually real talented, but it's like I don't know, maybe it's the media or what the fuck, just that's like the system, how the shit set up. It's kind of forces you to put out a whole bunch of bullshit, especially
Yeah.
if you black. It seems like. Cause I don't
Mhm.
heard some shit from Lil Wayne. I was like, hold the fuck up. This motherfucker dropping some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I
and but like,
I
for the
can
most
have
part,
that
I'd be like,
song.
I like he was just one of them little dudes that I couldn't stand listen to. Like, man, turn that shit
Yeah.
off. And then like I heard like the one song where I can't even remember what it was, but I was like, hold on. Like, dude actually got skill, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So yeah, like it don't surprise me because I know, he got the capabilities to it, but he just don't. I guess that
Yeah,
ain't.
it's being dictated to by others. You know,
Yeah,
by people that don't have our interests at heart. You know,
exactly.
come there, we damn near doing a 3 hour ball. I'm hoping I can get me some sleep tonight. It's gonna be
Yeah,
rough for me. I probably probably be mad. The brother said, I don't know what happened. I guess he got kicked out.
Yeah,
He came to
ain't no
deal
telling,
with-
brother.
Yeah.
Well, we probably need to wrap it up anyway, man. So, man, thank you for coming on, man. Thanks for everybody coming in. Hennessy, thanks for jumping on in. At the last minute, he was like, damn, y'all still on?
Yep. K Reno out of Houston. Yeah, I remember him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that. But yeah, man, we probably need to go and get up out of here, comrade.
Yeah, comrade. I'm gonna go. I'm just trying to force myself to go to sleep. I don't know if it's gonna happen. But
Yeah, I mean, you need to talk anything. I'm here.
I might have to take you up on it, comrade, because
What now?
I said I might have to take you up on it because I'm not in a good place, man. I'm hurt,
Yeah, I mean, it's some shit we need to talk about anyway, man.
All right.
But anyway, man, we finna go and get up out of here. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all holding it down for us, man. We really at this point we family, all us family. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. We're gonna see y'all again next week. And yeah, man, thank y'all for hanging in there and supporting us as well. We love y'all. Free the land. To next week, y'all.
And when you bring it in, you brought it in for the purpose of weakening the revolutionary tide of the people.
It must not be a capital.